face on the air.
Shaw, left side of the lane to the rim for the flush. Two on the shot clock, deep three, bang!
We have a special fan base.
Bates on the right side, scoops it up around Griffin and gets fouled.
I need all of you to join hands and help build something special.
Left corner, Ocean Mitchell with three, rattles in. Missouri knocks off the #1 team in the nation.
Let's do it together.
Mizzou basketball is brought to you by Central Bank. Show your swagger with a Tiger checking card from Central Bank. And by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Now with the call of the game, here's Chris Gervino and the voice of the Tigers, Mike Kelly.
We are just about a minute away from the starting lineups for both these teams. Missouri and Vanderbilt both 1-1 in the SEC. Tigers 12-3 on the season, 12-0 at home. Vanderbilt's 13-2. They started 12-1. It was the best 13-game start in school history under first-year head coach Mark Byington, who only won 32 games a year ago in an NCAA tournament victory while at James Madison. Prior to that, he was at Georgia Southern. And these teams are very similar, aren't they?
They are. They really are. And you mentioned Byington. It's interesting, isn't it, how you're watching the NCAA tournament and a team like James Madison. Next thing you know, their coaches here in the SEC at Vandy. He was 82-36 in 4 years at JMU, highlighted by last year's great run. But these are similar teams. Both have a common win. They both beat LSU in conference play.
Both teams score off of turnovers. Vanderbilt 23.1 per game. Missouri 20.6. Both teams turn teams over. Vanderbilt, 19.8% of the opponent's possession. They get a turnover. Missouri, 19.6. We're about ready to meet the starters for both teams at sold-out Mizzou Arena in Columbia.
Time for Mizzou Tigers basketball. In honor of Kids Day at Mizzou Arena, let's welcome our guest PA announcer, Evan, for Mizzou's starting lineup. But first, let's meet the starters. First, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Introducing first at guard, a 6'4" grad senior, number 4, Grant Huffman. At forward, 6'7" junior, number 5, Tyler Nickel. At guard, a 6'4" grad senior, number 11, AJ Hogard. The other guard, a 6'5" grad senior, number 30, Chris Magnon. And at forward, 6'7" junior, number 99, Devin McLaughlin. The head coach of the Commodores, Mark Byington.
Evan Morrison, the son of Eric Morrison from Mizzou Athletics, will introduce the Missouri Tigers.
Go out, give 110%, level 5. The rest will take care of itself.
Mitchell puts it down. Ward drives, flipping off and in.
And now the home team starting lineup for your Missouri Tigers. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Tallahassee, Florida, number 0, Anthony Robinson II. At guard, a 6'5" senior from Kansas City, Kansas, number 2, Tamar Bates. At forward, a 6'10" sophomore from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 11, Trent Pierce. At guard, a 6'4" graduate senior from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 12, Tony Perkins. At forward, a 6'9" junior from Kansas City, Kansas, number 25, Mark Mitchell. In his 3rd season, the Witten family head men's basketball coach, Dennis Gates.
How about the job Evan Morrison just did delivering the Missouri starting lineups, Chris?
Outstanding. He's got a future if he wants to be a public address announcer. What a job.
Crowd continues to file in. Missouri in the home white uniform. Vanderbilt in the traveling black. The crew that will work the game, a good one as always. Steven Anderson, Vlad Voyar-Tadal, and Josu Nieves.
Well, this is it. Saturday afternoon, cottage basketball, cold outside, snow on the ground in mid-Missouri, and we're ready for some action. Nothing like a Saturday afternoon ball game, especially at home, Mike.
Absolutely. Tigers at home next Saturday against Arkansas, by the way. Missouri #1 in bench scoring in the country, 40.7 points per game. #1 in free throws made at 21 per game. #2 with 28.9 free throw attempts per game. #5 with 10.4 steals per game. #11 in points, 85.7. And #16 in field goal percentage at 49.8. Dennis Gates in his third season, 45-36 at Mizzou. Sixth season overall, 95-77. Head coach approaching career win #100.
I thought you mentioned it earlier, and it was a good point about how even these teams are statistically, record-wise. Both have a win already in the SEC and a loss. And these teams will meet twice this season. Missouri will play Arkansas, Oklahoma, and this Vanderbilt team home and home. So again, home court, very important to protect in what will be a difficult conference slate.
Mitchell jumping center against McLaughlin, controlled in the backcourt by Pierce, who got hit by Magnon, but was able to handle the ball. Comes into the front court, does Anthony Robinson. Throws it middle of the floor, taken by Mitchell, guarded by McLaughlin. Hands it outside, curling. Top of the key is Perkins, fanning now towards the left side, bouncing left wing off the back of a defender, picked up by Magnon. Throw it into the front court. Hogard, right wing, open three, launches, missed it, rebound, Pierce flies in to get it. Into the front court from left to right comes Pierce. Left sideline now Mark Mitchell for Missouri. Guarded by McLaughlin. Comes to the top of the key. Hands it to Robinson, who's fouled on a little bit of a push by the transfer from Davidson. Grant Hoffman picks up his first personal foul.
Hogard's the guy to watch for Vanderbilt. 17.5 points in his first 2 conference games. He's a transfer after 4 years played at Michigan State under Tom Izzo. Really has taken the lead for this Vandy squad.
Tigers will inbound on the sideline, right sideline in the front court to the left of the Vandy bench. They stack it across the top of the key, bounce it in. Robinson takes it just inside a half court, guarded by Hoffman. Handling the ball middle of the floor. To the left side on a slip, Mitchell at the elbow, right corner, Bates open three for the lead. Made it. Missouri takes the 3-0 advantage.
Great start. Good to get Tamar going. He is such an offensive threat, and good the early involvement.
Hoffman probing into the front court, leaves it for Nickel, dribbles to the right of the logo, hands it to Magnon. Top of the key on a weave, Hogard takes it, drives left side of the lane against Perkins, hanging, rims it home. 3-2 as 2 former Big Ten players win at each other there. Perkins into the front court for Missouri, guarded by Hogard, who played at Michigan State. Perkins, of course, the former Iowa player. Robinson left of the logo between the circles. Tip of the logo, top of the key. Step back three from the top of the key on its way and in.
Well, he really put the defender Huffman on skates there, sliding back to prevent the drive, and Robinson cleared it. A lot of room for that shot.
6-2 lead for Missouri early, 90 seconds in. Hoffman picks up the dribble, pivots to the sideline, throws it. Nickel takes it, guarded by Pierce, between the circles, tip of the logo. Comes to the left side behind a Hogard pick, bounces middle, deflected by Bates, then deflected by McLaughlin, picked up by Robinson, who gets it into the front court for Perkins. To Robinson, the trailer, around McLaughlin, spinning left side of the lane in the paint, leans in left side of the basket, scoop it under his arm and in.
Really nifty shot, the right-handed reverse layup up and around the bigger player. A-Rob creative there.
8-2 Mizzou. Hoffman to the right side of the key. McLaughlin throws it left sideline. Hogard takes it, guarded by Bates of Missouri. Right-hand drive, cut off left side of the key. Now motors towards the left. Block, puts it up, missed it, rebound Mitchell. Outlet, right sideline, Bates into the front court. Missouri leading 8-2. Bates on the right wing, guarded by Nickel, spinning, and he gets fouled with a push with 17:41 to play. Second team foul against Vanderbilt.
Missouri looks really sharp here in the early going, right, Mike? Up 8-2, 2 minutes gone by. Again, Vandy perhaps a bit lethargic. They got here Thursday because of the weather. They had wintry weather in Nashville, flew into St. Louis, came over. They've been here a couple of days sitting around.
Pierce on the right wing, throws it out top of the key, taken by Mark Mitchell. Mitchell puts it on the deck towards the left wing behind a Robinson pick. Now trying to back down Huffman. Top of the key, Robinson. Picked up by Nickel on the switch. A mismatch there. Shot clock at 10. High step by Robinson. Drop it between the legs a couple of times. Behind the back free throw line, right wing Pierce. 3 on the way. Bang! It's 11-2 Mizzou.
Really looking good. Crisp, sharp player movement and ball movement.
Hoffman on the right wing. McLaughlin, middle of the floor, tip of the logo. Almost walked with the ball. Now hands it outside for Magnon. Magnon to the left wing. Picked up by Mitchell. Throw it outside. Nickel guarded by Robinson. Nickel at 6'7". Top of the key, McLaughlin. Hands back to Nickel. To the right side, guarded by Perkins. Leaves it outside Hogard. Shot clock at 8. Hogard right of the logo between the circles. 5 on the shot clock. Towards the right side of the key. Left corner, kick it. Magnon drives. 1 on the shot clock. Doesn't get it off. Shot clock violation. Hogard getting into the face of his teammate Magnon, saying, you have to look at the clock.
Yep, and it's not a good look from Hogard. He's trying to be a leader, I'm sure, but he really laid into his teammate, as you mentioned. And Missouri all over Vanderbilt, both ends of the floor. The Tigers look sharp, attention to detail, scoring well, passing well, and defending so well. Vandy without a clue on the shot clock there.
MJ Collins comes in, also Tyler Tanner for Vanderbilt. 11-2 Missouri. Perkins right side, top of the key for Bates. Had it picked away, picked up though by Perkins. Perkins hands to Mitchell, left side of the key beyond 3. Holds it hip high, left side of the body. Now Perkins behind a Mitchell pick on the left sideline. Off the bounce from 3, made it. Missouri's made 4 threes, and the Tigers take a 14-2 lead.
Well, they're just red hot, and Tony Perkins is such a capable scorer. Hasn't had to score much this season, but he's very able to.
Talented freshman Tanner into the front court to the top of the key. Guarded by Missouri's Robinson. Left wing, Collins. Jab step guarded by Missouri's Bates. Throws it outside, Tanner. Reverse it right side, Hogard. Picks up the dribble. Right corner, open Magnon. 3-ball good. Magnon knocks it down from the right corner. Robinson in transition. Gets to the right wing. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Vandy, I believe. Stays with Missouri. 15:56 to play in the half. Missouri with a 14-5 lead on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri, in good times and in bad. We're for Missouri families and Missouri communities. We're for giving back to those communities and lifting people up. And when Missouri weather rips through our state, we're for helping put back the pieces. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you live in Missouri, we're for you.
I'm Nick Rector, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and if you're in Boone County, I've got you covered. MIZ.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive. Save on commercial auto insurance from Progressive. Get a fast quote at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
When you live in SEC country, you feel it everywhere you go. The traditions and rivalries surround you. As much as you celebrate the game, Regions celebrates your financial wins even more. And like SEC fans, we'll never quit. Because in an SEC world, we're the SEC Bank. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Missouri off to a good start, 14-5 lead with 15:56 to play here in the first half against Vanderbilt at sold-out Mizzou Arena in Columbia. First State Community Bank believes in bigger goals and a bigger impact. That's why they're bringing you Threes for a Cause. For every Mizzou three-pointer, they'll make a donation to the Boys and Girls Club to support kids in our local communities. First State Community Bank, where your financial goals and community support take center court. The coach is here, Norm Stewart. A few days shy of being the golden age of 90. And here at Mizzou Arena, it's great to see him.
Absolutely. And just 9 days shy of his 90th birthday, January 20th. And it's always just extra special when he's in the building and watching the action on the court named after him.
Anthony Robinson, Mark Mitchell, Tamar Bates, Trent Pierce, and Tony Perkins on the court for Missouri. Magnon, McLaughlin, Hogard, Tanner, and the freshmen are Collins on as well. Robinson in front of the Vandy bench on the right sideline of the front court. Floats it in, caught by Mitchell. Hands back to Robinson, guarded by the freshman Tanner. Left of the logo between the circles, handling the ball with the right hand. Gets to the tip of the logo. Now Motors gets right side of the lane. Head and shoulder fake. You contact in the foul, and he'll shoot free throws as Tanner picks up the personal foul. Tyler Tanner out of Brentwood, Tennessee, leads all freshmen nationally with 35 steals on the season. And Missouri's Robinson able to take advantage of his aggressiveness on that drive to the basket. Absolutely. He's really had his way, has Ant Robinson with Tanner so far, and what a difference he makes, Mike. Started from the outset of the game in the win over LSU, got Missouri off to that great start. Unfortunately misses the free throw here, but out quickly again. 5 points and an assist here in the first 4 minutes plus. Grill replaces Perkins. First free throw missed. Gray will come in for Missouri to replace Tamar Bates. Into the game, Jason Edwards, the transfer from North Texas. 41 double-figure games in a row, was snapped against Mississippi State when he did not score on Tuesday night. Making the free throw, Robinson. Edwards, the leading scorer, 17 points per game, comes off the bench, but was shut out by a good Mississippi State team. He has 43 more field goal attempts than any other player on his team. Takes it left side, guarded by Grill. Top of the key, hesitation, dribble, right side lane, wraparound pass, left side Tanner, left corner, Collins an open three, knocked it down. 15-8 on the Collins jumper from the left corner. Into the front court, Robinson for Missouri, guarded by Tanner. Handling the ball right of the logo. Gray takes it middle of the floor. Faces up against Carey, who's in it. 6'8" and 265. Pivots to the right side, does Gray. Rip through move, almost tied up. Rips the ball away. Pivots, tries to get it. Bounces it to Mitchell on the left wing. To the left elbow. Spins left side of the lane. Deflected. Got it back at the elbow. Top of the key. Pierce. 3 on the shot clock. Wide right. Rebound pulled down by Edwards. Not a good possession. Missouri's big men very sloppy with the ball. They got to get rid of it. Yeah, it got stuck, didn't it? On the right side, handling the ball. Tanner at the elbow. Poked away by Robinson, and a foul against Ant with a reach. His first personal foul, first team foul on Missouri.
Number 0, Anthony Robinson, 7. His first team foul, all in the first half on the 2.
Baseline out of bounds to the right side. 14:49 to play here in the half. 15-8, the Mizzou lead. Tanner to inbound. Mitchell guards the ball. Holds, looks, still holds, still looks. Floats it right side of the lane. Caught by Carey. Dump it left side. Dunked by McLaughlin. They doubled on the big, and they left the man open on the left block. Yeah, the back door was wide open there underneath the basket. That is a no-no. 15-10. Vandy cuts the lead to 5. Robinson on the logo, middle of the floor. Picks up the dribble on a slip. Mitchell top of the key. Gets into the paint. Right side of the lane. Lays it up and in around McLaughlin. Gets the ball on that elbow, Mike. He's so strong, Mark Mitchell. Has the idea what to do. Just drives his man down low and often wins that battle. Lead back to 7. Left of the logo. Edwards handling the ball. Crossover against Grill. Gets left side of the lane. Jump stop. Turnaround 10-footer forced. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Missouri. Mitchell has it. Left to right comes Missouri. Throw it into the paint. Gray rim running. Right side of the basket. Stepped out of bounds. We appreciate the hustle by Josh Gray up court, but those big feet of his just took up too much space. Tippy toes over the baseline there as he did a nice athletic move to receive that ball and come down with it. Still flexing that left arm. You know, he was tied up down here last offensive possession as a big man shouldn't have brought the ball down low. It was all tied up, and I think that really strained his arm as he keeps flexing it. Warwick in for Missouri. Robinson sits down into the front court to the right side. Tanner, middle of the floor. Carey dribbles towards the left side. Now Motors to the left side of the lane. Cut off at the block by Pierce. Bounce it out right side. Driving from the wing. Nickel, right corner. Edwards dribbling. Crossover. Gets the right baseline. Lay in good as he beat a Missouri defender off the dribble. Cuts the lead to 5. Tanner in the back court guarding Warwick, who comes into the front court. Top of the key. Drop it behind his back. Fans towards the half court line. Top of the key, Gray. Carey guarding him, leaves it to Grill behind a Gray pick to the right side. Here comes the 3 off the bounce, wide left. Rebound, Gray snatches it away from Edwards. And the ball poked out of bounds by Jason Edwards. Well, Josh Gray very active here today off that 10 rebound performance against LSU. He was such a factor on the glass. Bates will return for Missouri. First the inbounds pass. Baseline left, Warwick to inbound. Looking, holding, still looking and holding. Floated left wing. Caught by Mitchell beyond 3. Drives it. Left side of the key for Grill. Guarded closely by Edwards. Bounce it. Right elbow. Back to the basket. Gray faces up on a slip for Grill. Reverse layup good.
Really nice. They almost reversed spots there with Gray, the big guy on the high post. Grill down low. Sealed his man off, and Gray got it to him.
Tanner handling the ball. Crossover, splits 2 defenders. Gets in the paint. Flip it left hand. Missed it. Rebound tipped. Gray has it. Outlet to Warwick. Missouri runs. Warwick probing to the top of the key. Left side of the lane. Reverse layup right side. Missed it. Nickel with the rebound for Vanderbilt. 19-12 Missouri. In transition comes Collins for Vanderbilt. To the trailer. Carey hanging. Miss it badly. Gray's presence bothered Carey. Outlet. Mitchell into the front court. Mitchell right side of the lane to the block to the rim. Gets fouled with 12:40 to play. Here in the first half, and Missouri leading by 7.
Mark Byington upset. The Vanderbilt coach wanted a foul on Gray at one end. Looked to me like he just stood tall, and then he really was upset because they called one against Vandy at the other end.
Second foul against Tyler Nichols since Mark Mitchell to the free throw line. Today's game brought to you by MU Healthcare, where over 800 doctors in 80-plus specialties remind you to never settle when it comes to your health. Mitch makes the free throw. Bates in, Pierce sits down. (20-12) the Missouri lead. Mark Mitchell's next free throw. Good. Tigers looking for their 3rd consecutive stop defensively. Into the front court, Hogard handling the ball, comes behind a pick to the left side. Good show by Gray on the hedge, and a foul called. Gray picks up the personal foul, a little too aggressive. And Gray and Hogard have a couple of words with one another. Trying to get by, got the knee, said Steven Anderson. Explained it to Dennis Gates in front of us.
Gray really active, though, isn't he? I mean, he's all over the floor, both ends, very much involved.
Coming off the bench suits him. In the backcourt, Tanner takes it. Front court for Hogard, guarded by Missouri's Caleb Grill. Crossover, gets left side of the lane, jumps up, pivots outside, now inside. Flip it off the glass, it hangs on the rim and goes in for A.J. Hogard.
Very patient there offensively. Waited till he got the best look he could, and it counted.
Mizzou by 7. Into the front court, Warwick on the right side for Missouri. Guarded by Tanner. Left side of the key. Gray had it poked away, got it back. Gray faces up, holds it, now hands to Grill behind him. To the top of the key, off the bounce. From 3, missed it. Rebound, Gray inside. Throws it off a carry out of bounds, and Missouri maintains possession. The activity of Josh Gray keeps the possession alive. The under-12 timeout arrives. Mizzou by 7 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
So this is kind of personal, but the girl that I was with just randomly stopped talking to me. I had no idea why, and I just found out she was pregnant. Luckily, she found resources that helped her keep her apartment and helped make sure her bills got paid. If she hadn't found help, I might not have gotten a chance to be a father to my son. If you or someone you know is facing an unexpected pregnancy, there are resources for you to achieve your dreams and be a parent. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
It's time to play Timber Trivia. True or false? Real wood floors last 100 years or more. If you said true, good for you. Laminate flooring fumbles in the first quarter. True or false? Your home sells much faster with real wood floors than with fake wood or carpeting. True. True or false? Bamboo flooring makes sense. No way, sports fans. Bamboo is a grass. Turf belongs on the field. For flooring, say timber. Visit choosewood.com.
"11 minutes and 51 seconds to play in the first half. Missouri 21, Vanderbilt 14. Mizzou basketball brought to you by Shelter Insurance, recently ranked highest in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central region. 6 of the last 7 years by J.D. Power. Shelter Insurance, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
Well, a very good pace to this first half. Both teams making their shots. Mizzou 7 for 11. Vanderbilt 6 of 11. Tigers out rebounding the Commodores early, Mike, 7-2. Mizzou looking to go 3 for 3 in conference games, out rebounding its opposition. What a big change that is from a year ago. And obviously a big factor, Josh Gray had 10 rebounds in the last game against LSU, and just getting started here today, already with 3 rebounds. And the activity, as you mentioned right before the break, he came around his man who had inside position and kept that ball alive for Mizzou.
The new location for Tiger Talk, Harpo's in downtown Columbia, staple since 1971, featuring a new food menu. We'll be there next Wednesday night here on the Central Bank Tiger Network and also Matrix Midwest. Baseline left, Warwick to inbound it. Throws it in, left wing, back to the basket. Mitchell, hands to work on the left wing beyond 3. Fans outside with the dribble, guarded by Edwards. Right side of the key, Gray, guarded by Carey. Dribbles to the right wing inside the arc, hands to Robinson, curls the top of the key. Left wing, Mitchell to the rim. He flushed it with 2 hands on a left wing drive.
Absolutely powerful move by Mitchell. Nobody in his way, no deterrence at all from the Commodores.
The lead is 10 with 11.5 minutes to play in the first half. Huffman back in, handling the ball. Left side, Collins between the circles, guarded by Robinson. Doesn't use a carry pick. Probing with the basketball to the top of the key. Right side to Huffman. Huffman guarded by Warwick, handling the ball. Top of the key. Flip it outside Hogarth. 10 on the shot clock. Hogarth sliding left, right of the logo. Towards the right wing. Outside Collins, left side of the key. Shot clock 4. Collins to the left wing. Off the bounce from 16. Missed it. Rebound. 4 Tigers there. Bates gets it. Goes ahead to Bates. Now Mitchell on the baseline. Lays it up and in. Mark Byington needs a timeout. Mark Mitchell just out hustling and outworking the bigs from Vandy. Missouri takes its biggest lead. 10 minutes and 55 seconds to play. Tigers lead by 11 here in the first half, 25-14.
Very little resistance defensively, and that's the reason certainly that Byington stopped play. Missouri with 25 points in the first 10 minutes. I could do that math. They're on pace for 100, folks. Don't know if they'll quite get there, but so far, so really good. We talk oftentimes in some down moments for the Missouri offense about the ball sticking. Well, it's anything but sticking today. They are moving crisp, sharp, quick passes, and then when Mark Mitchell in particular gets it, he's one way to the goal.
Mitchell with Warwick, Bates, Robinson, and Josh Gray. Jalen Carey. His father, Vernon, was a All-Pro in the NFL, playing for the Miami Dolphins for 8 years. He's on the court with Collins, Edwards, Huffman, and Hogarth. Hogarth on the logo in the front court, middle of the floor, guarded by Robinson. Behind a pick from Carey to the left side. Good show by Gray. Edwards, tip of the logo, top of the key now. Throws it on the left side. Hogarth has it. Shot clock 14. Hogarth back outside. Carey, top of the key against Gray. Inside the arc, now to the left elbow. Spinning back to the right side of the lane. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Gray. Outlet to Mitchell. Mitchell left to right in the front court. Mitchell to the trailer, Gray, top of the key. Takes it to the left wing, tried to hand to Warwick, couldn't get it to him. Instead, left side of the key for Mitchell. Reverse it, right side Warwick at the tip of the logo. Warwick holds it. Shot clock 14, sliding towards his left. Picks up the dribble. Bounce it top of the key for Mitchell. Drives right side of the lane, spins back middle. Tied up and was able to get the shot off and draw the foul on the reach against Huffman. Grant Huffman picks up his second personal foul.
For a minute, I thought Mitchell might make that shot. It was right on line, just a bit short. But speaking of line, he's back to it. 8 points already for Mark Mitchell. Made his first 2 free throws. We'll try to continue that string.
Unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Mitchell's free throw increases the lead to 12. Magnon in. McLaughlin back in. Huffman sits down. And also Carey sits down. Mark Mitchell with 9, misses the free throw. Rebound McLaughlin. Throws it ahead, left sideline. Hogarth in transition, left corner. Collins shoots the 3, misses it. Rebound on the weak side, Gray. Gray's got 5 boards. Warwick will come into the front court for Missouri from left to right. Tigers leading by 12, less than 10 to play in the half. Left of the logo, Bates open 3 off the bounce, good.
Boy, these Tigers just sharing the ball, spreading the love, if you will, and all these guys are getting into it. It is really a balanced team Tiger attack thus far.
Lead is 15 with 9.5 to play. Hogard comes to the left side of the court. Now top of the key, picked up on the switch by Gray. Bates goes back and gets him. Now drives left side, throw to left corner. Edwards misses a three. A rebound pulled down by Gray. Pinballs off of him. Pulled down by Mitchell. In transition, Robinson left wing for Bates. Bates holds it. Right hand dribble, fans outside, guarded by Hogard. Throws it middle of the floor, knocked away by Edwards on the weak pass. Edwards drives in and goaltending against Bates as he went up and tried to block it and grab the rim with both hands.
Yeah, just poor play at both ends there, and I'm not sure what Tamar really had in mind. Apparently, like you said, to try to block it, but as he was in the air, he just grabbed the rim. Well, automatically, there's your basket interference. So, desperate times called for a desperate measure there.
Hayden Shaw replaces Mark Mitchell. Trent Pierce comes in to replace Josh Gray, who heads to the bench after pulling down 5 boards in about 5 minutes. Bounce it into Robinson in the backcourt, working against Edwards. Comes into the front court on the left side. Handling the ball with the left hand. Anthony Robinson. Left sideline. Looking for movement away. Comes towards the top of the key. Now throws it left wing. Open Warwick. Open three. Missed it on the weak side. Pierce can't get the rebound. Goes off of his hands, out of bounds, and back to Vanderbilt, who trails by 13 with less than 9 to play in the half.
I'm surprised when Warwick misses a wide open look like that. 44% from three-point range through these first conference games, and he got a great look there. Robinson found him all alone. Vandy gave him a lot of space, but got away with it.
Almost like he thought about it too much.
Maybe. That happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. Grill in. Warwick sits down. Tanner to the front court for Vanderbilt. To the right side of the key. Send it back left side. Edwards drives, gets into the paint, splits 2 defenders. Made it and got fouled. Jason Edwards will step to the free throw line. Bates picks up his first personal foul.
Well, there's the ability. Jason Edwards, the talented scorer from Atlanta, Georgia originally. Mike mentioned earlier in the broadcast, North Texas for a year, and now pumping in 17 per game for Vandy.
He is a high-volume shooter. 86% from the line, makes the free throw. The lead is 10. Little 5-0 run by Vandy. Robinson, left to right, comes into the front court, left of the logo. Guarded by Tanner behind a Shaw pick to the right side. Handling the ball with the left hand. Top of the key, Bates takes it, guarded by Hogard. Bates will drive him. Jump stop at the free throw line outside for Shaw. Shaw left side of the key, shot clock at 12. Backdoor cut for Grill, deflected, tipped by Grill, pulled down by Magnon. Outlet to Hogard, right to left comes Vandy, down by 10. In transition, right side of the lane, Hogard. Outside Edwards, catch and shoot three, left wing good. He can do it that quickly. Dennis Gates is going to take a timeout. Missouri a little disjointed after building the 15-point lead. It is down to 7 with 8:04 to play here in the first half on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. It's their lowest price of the season. Save $1,000 off their most popular i8 smart bed. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
At MediaCom, we believe no matter where you live or work, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we're one of the first in the nation to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve. Why we invest billions of dollars into our network. And it's why you can always count on Mediacom to deliver 99.99% network reliability. The fact is, it doesn't matter where you are. With Mediacom, you're always moving forward. Network reliability based on the 2022 Mediacom Executive Summary Outage Exception Report.
With 8 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the first half, the score is Missouri 29, Vanderbilt 22. We pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mizzou basketball on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield. Coach Norm Stewart in the house today. Also, Coach Eli Drinkwitz on hand watching the Tigers.
Missouri's enjoyed great crowds on these Saturday afternoon conference games the last couple of years, and hopefully that continues. A sellout today. We're back here next Saturday at 5 versus Arkansas, and then we're back here the following Saturday at 5 against Ole Miss. So 3 consecutive Saturday home games. This one with Vanderbilt, then 5 o'clock each of the next 2 Saturdays. Arkansas and Ole Miss come calling.
Caleb Grill, Anthony Robinson, Mark Mitchell, Aiden Shaw, and Trent Pierce on the court for Missouri. Tanner, Edwards, McLaughlin, Magnon, and Hogard. So the biggest player on the court for Vandy is the 6'7" Devin McLaughlin. Played at Boston College for 2 years. Full court pressure, get it into Grill. Grill sizes up Edwards, now puts it on the deck and leaves it for Robinson. He'll work against Tanner. Left to right, races into the front court to the left wing. Fans back outside now. Throws it middle of the floor for Grill. Grill right side of the key taken by Mark Mitchell. Shot clock at 15. Rip through move. Drives to the right wing. Handling the ball beyond 3:10 on the shot clock. Mitchell to the short corner on the right baseline. Spins back middle. Gets into the paint to the left block. Leans in middle. Put it up right hand. Missed it. Rebound Pierce flies in to get it. Throws it outside. Robinson takes it. Robinson tip of the logo. Guarded by Tanner. Drop behind his back and a foul against Tanner. A little body as Robinson went behind his back on the right side of the key.
Yeah, I don't know how Tanner could argue that. He bodied him up, and then he had his right hand around the back of Robinson's jersey.
Second personal foul against Tanner. He's got 2, Nichols got 2, and Huffman have 2. From Mark Byington, the head coach at Vandy.
Missouri so confident in Mark Mitchell's ability to score. That last possession, Pierce was in the corner, just cleared out the side, let Mark go one-on-one, took his man to the basket, couldn't quite score, but Trent Pierce then kept the possession alive with the offensive rebounds.
Robinson takes the inbounds pass, guarded by Tanner. Shot clock at 15, left to the low. Middle of the floor behind him. Mitchell picked to the right side. Inside the arc on the slip for Mitchell. Kicked out of bounds by McLaughlin. 9 on the shot clock. Missouri will inbound baseline right, leading 29-22. 7:20 to play in the half. Robinson to trigger. Gets it in, Pierce. Right baseline, now right wing. Right side of the key for Grill. In the paint, open is Mitchell, fouled by McLaughlin. Just went to prevent the layup, hammered him. Mark will shoot free throws on the first personal foul against Devin McLaughlin.
McLaughlin was late to the spot defensively. Mitchell got that good position down on the right block. A late reaction from McLaughlin with Mitchell behind him. Just grabbed him to prevent that basket. But Mark Mitchell really working hard. Consistent work down low for Missouri, and it is paying off.
In double figures now with 10 as he makes the first free throw to give Mizzou an 8-point lead. The Food Bank, proud to be the official charitable partner of Mizzou Athletics. You know hunger knows no season. Visit scoreagainsthunger.org to learn how you can help feed Missouri. Mark Mitchell from Kansas City, Kansas, gives Missouri a 8-point advantage with 7:15 to play in the half. Mitchell now with 11 in the game. Huffman right of the logo, Edwards as Missouri goes zone. Huffman back to Edwards, back to Huffman on the left wing. Outside top of the key, Edwards throws it top of the key, Hogard. Jab step shadowed by Grill in the zone. Shot clock at 13, left wing Edwards. Fans top of the key for Hogard. Baseline cut, Magnon in the paint, kicks it right wing Huffman, top of the key Hogard. Shot clock 5, Hogard, hesitation dribble. Spins at the left elbow, cut off 1 on the shot clock, threw it away. Another shot clock violation. Great defense by Caleb Grill on ball.
Yeah, and that one's on Hogard, and to his credit, he says my fault after he got on his teammate earlier. You know, it started so well for Vanderbilt. They were moving the ball side to side, moving Missouri's defense, and I thought Hogard got a bit too individualistic.
Yeah.
Nicer word of selfish, don't you think? And dribbled left of the lane and got stuck. And a good offensive player, but just took it upon himself and then ran out of time.
9-point lead, 6:40 to play. Robinson into the front court here in the first half at Mizzou Arena in Columbia. Top of the key, Mitchell. Dribbles to the right side on the wing, hands outside to Bates. Bates, reverse it, middle of the floor, Pierce. Now left side, Grill. Grill, right side of the key, Mitchell. Right wing beyond three for Robinson, guarded by Huffman. Holds it, handling the ball, pull back three off the bounce on the way, rims in. It's 34-22.
Well, Missouri just has it clicking offensively. So many Tigers involved. They just continue to share the ball and share the scoring.
Sixth made three of the game for Missouri. Edwards stumbling to the right side, throws it outside. Carey, who's back in, dribbles to the left wing, inside the arc, working against Mitchell. Carey picks up the dribble, throws it outside with a bounce pass taken by Huffman. Huffman, tip of the logo, cut off by Robinson, and a foul called. A push against Missouri's Trent Pierce. A little push on Pierce, his first personal foul, 14th foul. So with 5:57 to play in the half, Missouri leading by 12. Vandy will inbound. Left sideline to the right of the Missouri bench. In front of Chris. Gets it in, taken by Huffman, guarded by Grill. Middle of the floor on the logo, handling the ball. Shot clock at 15, left side taken by Edwards. Edwards bounces top of the key, Carey. Dribbles towards the right side, guarded by Pierce. Shot clock at 8, facing up with the dribble on the right wing. Now tries to drive Pierce, loses the ball. Poked away by Grill. Carey goes down to get it, tied up by Robinson. And with 1.3 seconds to play, jump ball called. Vandy keeps it with 1.3 on the shot clock.
I tell you what, good luck to Carey there on Vanderbilt. On the ground with two Tigers by the names of Grill and Robinson. If there are any two players with more bulldog in them than them on the roster, I don't know. But those are not two guys you'd want to be scrapping with for a loose ball on the court.
Big Josh Gray comes in for Missouri. Now he's going to be pulled back to the sideline. Almost got in, and the yo-yo got him. Pulled him right back.
I'm just glad he's not standing in front of us, because that would be a total blockout of view.
Right sideline, trying to throw it in, gets it baseline. Edwards doesn't get it off. Good curl cut. Magnon with a nice pass. Edwards went right baseline, but couldn't finish before the shot clock expired. Tigers with the ball, chance to extend the 12-point lead with 5.5 minutes to play in the half. Robinson behind a Mitchell pick. Left side between the circles, Pierce handling the ball. Hands to Bates, curls behind him, leaves it to Mitchell, tip of the logo. Mitchell to the right side, and a foul away from the ball called, forearm called against Edwards of Vanderbilt as he knocked down Anthony Robinson. Jason Edwards picks up his first personal foul. 17th foul against Vandy with 5:21 to play in the half.
What a terrific first half so far, Mike. 6 different Tigers have scored. Missouri shooting 65% from the field, 11 for 17, 6 of 10 from the arc. And defensively, they've just created back-to-back shot clock violations for Vanderbilt's offense.
Mizzou Athletics would like to thank its premier partners, MU Healthcare and Shelter Insurance. Bates sits down as Gray returns. Cruz to come in. Robinson makes the free throw. Splashed it home. So Cruz, who wears number 35 on the white jersey that's trimmed in gold and black, replaces Mark Mitchell, who sits down with 11 points and 3 rebounds. 35-22, the Missouri lead. Norm Stewart's got to love the jersey with the big block, gold block M on it. With Missouri in black lettering across the chest.
I would think so. I know you and I sure love it. I think that every time, now when they wear that, boy, it's good to see those uniforms back.
36-22, spinning Huffman, cut off tip of the logo by Robinson, handling the ball between the legs. Comes towards the left side, cut off by Robinson. Fans outside, shot clock 15. Hoffman loses the ball, picked up by Grill. 3-on-2 break, Grill middle, right side Robinson, back to Grill. Hands it to Gray, reverse layup, rims out, tip, controlled by Robinson on the left block. Top of the key, Pierce, open 3. Bang! And Missouri takes a 39-22 lead.
They did everything so well. Gray couldn't finish underneath, but it's almost as if They were rewarded still with Pierce getting a three-pointer in.
Biggest lead of the half, 17. Cut off on the left block. Hogarth trying to abuse Robinson. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Pierce. With disdain as he ripped it away from the defender. Robinson at the free throw line. Outside Pierce. Drives Hogarth. Left side of the lane. Hanging. Lays it up. Missed it. Rebound Gray. Goes up. Stripped. Out of bounds. Last touch by Missouri.
You know, Robinson is an obvious choice for big stride from freshman season to sophomore, but he did a lot, played a lot last year. Trent Pierce, right? The leap he has made forward to becoming a regular part of the rotation, and in today's case, a starter. The confidence he's exuding, I mean, it is palpable, and it is so helpful for this team.
39-22 the Mizzou lead. 4:21 to play in the first half at sold-out Mizzou Arena in Columbia. Huffman right of the logo. A lot of standing against the Missouri zone. Hogarth takes it right sideline back to Huffman, left side of the key. Hogarth right wing away from the arc. Back to Huffman, left side of the key. Huffman cut off by Grill. Right side taken by M.J. Collins. Bounce it to the elbow. Hogarth to the right elbow. 15-footer. Missed it. Rebound on the baseline. Pulled down by Gray of Missouri. Chance to extend the 17-point lead. Less than 4 to play. The under 4 timeout lurking. Warwick top of the key with the right-hand dribble. Reverse it left side now for Pierce. Trying to post up Gray. Instead fans outside. Middle of the floor now left of the logo for Missouri's Warwick. Handling the ball against Collins. Shot clock at 8 behind a Gray pick to the top of the key. Facing up with 6 on the shot clock. Drives to the left block. Put it up. Off the glass. Missed it. Snatched by Gray. Stripped out of bounds. Last touch by Missouri to take us to the under 4 timeout. Gray got the rebound, but it was poked off of his hip by Vanderbilt. 39-22 Missouri on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
At MU Healthcare, our sports medicine team knows what it takes to compete, because we're competitors too. Upping our game day in and day out to be the best doctors for Mid-Missouri athletes. Whether that's competing to be one of 11 orthopedic centers of excellence in the country or cheering alongside the Mizzou Tigers as their team physicians, we've got everything athletes need to be and stay at their best. MUHealth.org/sportsmedexperts. Because we're competitors too.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
Missouri's in the midst of a 10-0 run. They lead Vanderbilt 39-22 with 3 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the half here at Mizzou Arena at Royal Banks of Missouri. Banking with them easier than ever. Open an account, manage your finances at any time with their online banking service. Visit royalbanksofmo.com to open a new personal checking or savings account. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
So Missouri's got this 10-0 run. Earlier it had an 11-0 run. And currently the Tigers enjoy their biggest lead of the ball game, 39-22 here over Vanderbilt. Off the top of my head, I would say probably their best half of ball along with the first half against Kansas. I mean, when they really took it to the Jayhawks early in that ball game. But just clicking, the Tiger offense, the shooting percentage, 12 of 22, 54.5%. And how about 7 of 11 from downtown? That's 63.6. And at the line, 8 for 10, 80%. So Missouri making its shots and making it really hard for Vandy to stay close.
And the Tigers have only had 2 steals and only forced 5 turnovers.
No.
Hogarth comes into the front court. Vandy shooting 45% from the field. To the right side, driving left side. Edwards lofts it off his leg, out of bounds, and back to Missouri. Jason Edwards a little out of control on that drive.
And he's got that tendency, doesn't he? He Kid who can score, but also really goes looking for his shots, a bit too eager at times.
Had 179 field goal attempts coming into the game, and again 43 field goal attempts more than any other player on the team.
Think about that, 149 in 15 games, so you're talking about 10 per game.
In the backcourt, Robinson comes into the front court, chased by Collins on the left side. 3:10 to play. Cruz to come in. Next dead ball for Mizzou. To the right side, Robinson picks up the dribble, bounces it to Pierce. Top of the key, guarded by Nickel. Jab step, now drives him right elbow. Flips it outside, Grill curls it left elbow. Top of the key, Pierce. Pierce will drive left side of the lane, left wing Grill. Catch and shoot three. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Carey. Hogard in transition right side. Around Warwick, right side of the lane. Lost it left hand. Tip it outside. Nickel throws up a three and made it. Dennis Gates thought that he caught it. Threw it in himself, and it should have been a traveling violation.
Yeah, it's interesting. Trent Pierce thought it right away. Immediately on the court, he made a face about that, and then Gates picked up on it, and no call.
3 cuts the lead to 14 with 2:29 to play. Warwick on the logo, guarded by Collins. Can you close the first half the right way? Behind a Gray pick to the right wing. Gets the defender on his back. Spins the elbow. Now left side of the lane. Put it up and in.
I just like to watch Warwick operate. He just has an idea of what he wants to do. In control. Got to the spot. Made the shot.
Good job by Gray on a little Gortat action to help the defender, or help the offensive player get a seam. Nickel to the right side. Cut off and fouled on a bump. Good call. Pierce picks up a personal foul, his second. Jacob Cruz will come in. 41-25 is the Missouri lead. Trent picks up his second. 15 foul against Missouri.
Well, there's always things to work on, but right now this will be a pleasant tape for Missouri to watch, at least from the offensive end of things, especially the way they are moving the ball, moving their bodies around the court, getting great looks and great results.
Especially with the Monumental Challenge coming up on Tuesday.
Oh, at Florida. You had to mention that.
Yeah. Hogard, crossover, gets left side of the lane, hanging, missed it, but he got fouled. Warwick was there. Gray was there. Foul goes against Marquez Warwick on the drive. So 2 free throws coming up. Hogard to the foul line.
Excuse me, Mike. Coach Gates is still talking to the official. A different official in the A base instead of Boyard. Tidal on the other side, but he said he had the ball, threw it in the air, came down with it. Just going to state his cause, even if it's with the official who wasn't there to make the call in the first place.
Joe Sudavi is listening, shaking his head. Hogard makes the free throw. 41-27. Mitchell in, replacing Gray. 14-point Missouri lead with 1:53 to play in the half as Hogard went 1 of 2 at the line.
And as you mentioned, I thought, well, it's important to finish this half well. Don't let all the good work you've done for 18 minutes go to waste, and I don't think the Tigers will here in the final 2 minutes. Keep this team down double digits. 14 currently the spread.
Into the front court comes Warwick, handling the ball right side between the circles. Now middle of the floor, left side for Grill. Grill faces up, guarded by Edwards. One bounce, throw it outside Mitchell. Shot clock at 10. Mitchell against McLaughlin. Crossover, right wing Cruz, open three. Missed it, didn't follow it either. Rebound pulled down by McLaughlin. In transition, Hogard. Right sideline into the front court to the right wing. Now left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Right wing filling behind him. Collins, a three on the way, good.
Well, good job. Move to the open spot is exactly what Collins did. Came in behind the passer, as you mentioned, Mike, and just got himself to a good spot on the floor.
Lead is 11 for Missouri with 68 seconds to play in the half. Warwick, left side. Behind a staggered screen to the tip of the logo. Now right side of the key. Drop it behind the back. Drives Hogard. Gets cut off at the block. Leans outside. Bounce it outside. Grill. Deep three off the catch. Missed it. Rebound Grill. Left wing Mitchell. Flip it outside Cruz. His deep three. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Magnon. Fool's gold sometimes, those deep threes.
They missed their last three now in these two possessions.
McLaughlin on the right baseline. Head of steam. Missed it. Tipped it up and in. The lead is down to 9. It was once 17 as Vanderbilt, with Missouri 1 for its last 8, has cut the lead to 9 in the final 30 seconds of the half, a 7-0 run.
It was 17 with just 2 minutes ago, scoreboard time.
Warwick on the right side. 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Warwick on the right side. Late moments of the first half. To the top of the key. Cut off left side of the key is Warwick. Shot clock at 3. Sticking his hands in. Is he going to force it? Missed it. Rebound McLaughlin. 5 seconds to play. Outlet to Hogard with 3. Top of the key. Into the paint. Little runner. In and out. Missouri led by 17. They head to the locker room leading by 9 as the offense got stagnant late. 41-to-32 is the Missouri lead. Here on the Central Bank Tiger Network, we're going to hear from the special assistant to the head coach, David Dickey Nutt, will join us here courtside. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, we got off to a really, really good start. We hit the first 5 shots, but sometimes that's fool's gold because this is the best basketball conference in the land. You can't play around with people. You can't play around with this team. All of a sudden, we had a 17-point lead. Now, all of a sudden, we go into halftime with a 9-point lead. I mean, nothing's safe in this game, in this conference. We've got to play a lot better. The one thing that I really point out that I think was really good for us is that we allowed 0 offensive rebounds. If we'll continue to do that and give them 1 shot, then we'll have a chance to win this game going ahead. But let me tell you, we've got our hands full now. The next 20 minutes, we better get with it.
Thanks, bud. It's Missouri's special assistant to the head coach, David Dickey Nutt. Back after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Cheer on Mizzou men's basketball with Center for Human Services, your proud accessibility partner. We're excited to provide sensory support at every home game this season. If you or someone you know experiences overstimulation, stop by Guest Services near the team store for a sensory kit including noise-canceling headphones and a sensory item. Together, we're creating a game day experience for everyone. Learn more at chs-mo.org. Center for Human Services, helping individuals across Missouri live life beyond limitations.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for home sweet home. We're for condos, tutors, single wides, and studios. We're for ranches, houseboats, 2 stories or 20. Red cedar, bluebirds, white squirrels, black walnuts, whatever's out your back door, we're for that. We're for watching the sun rise over the Mississippi and set over the Missouri. We're for kicking off your heels in a high-rise or hanging up your hat in the boot heel. And if you have a home in Missouri, we have a policy for you.
I'm Will Garrett, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent. If you're in Tiger Country, give me a call. Make sure you get the coverages you need and the discounts you deserve.
Tales of the Tigers.
Gentleman one bounce deep. He made it!
Are told here. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Come on. That was me, a proper internet troll, finally having enough, all because of slow, spotty internet. We've all been there. So switch to Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Its ultra-fast fiber and wall-to-wall Wi-Fi coverage have me throwing out likes and hearts like confetti at a parade. I love parades. Who knew?
Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Switch to the bright side at brightspeed.com/today. Limited availability in select areas.
This is the Center for Human Services halftime show.
Missouri leads 41-32 against Vanderbilt. Chris Gervino comes your way next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger Checking Card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive. Your small business keeps you on the go. Progressive Commercial Insurance keeps your policy within reach with our easy-to-use mobile app. Learn more at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Do you wave a tiger tail in your sleep? See tigers in the clouds? Never wear garnet and white together? If so, there's no better way to show your Mizzou pride than with a Regions Visa debit card and prepaid Regions Now card customized with your favorite MU photo. As passionate as you are about the Tigers, Regions is even more passionate about celebrating your every financial win and helping you plan for the next one. Personalize your card today at yourkicks.regions.com. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Missouri. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime at Mizzou Arena, the Tigers lead Vanderbilt by a score of 41-32. Chris Giovino courtside with Missouri Executive Athletic Director, Chief Infrastructure Officer Joe Swingle. Great to see you. First of all, what a title. Let me know exactly your responsibilities with a title like that.
Yeah, it is a very big title, but really it's just I'm in charge of facilities, day-to-day operations, capital projects, sports turf, and then event management.
Is that all?
That's it.
Just that?
Just that. Not that big a deal.
Well, among your projects now, Joe, is a football stadium enhancement, North End Zone project.
Yes.
How's that going in the early stages?
It's going great. Well, you know, unfortunately, we have had a little bit of rain and or snow and ice and all of that, but the good thing is it's during demo. So the demo contractor can just bust through that snow and ice just like he's doing the concrete and the rock quarry that's underneath the Rock M.
No weather can stop the demolition phase is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Well, Joe, also, you're the sport administrator for men's basketball, and that's a big responsibility. And I want to ask you about that and what all that entails.
Absolutely. So Coach Gates is phenomenal. He's one of the best, coaches that I've been able to work with in my career. I've had a couple in my other stops that, obviously were great, but Coach Gates is phenomenal. So from a sport administrator standpoint, I'm just there. I'm their liaison between, what he needs and his wishes, and then also with Laird, and just work with them on a day-to-day basis and make sure that we can give him anything that he needs to be successful.
Facilitator, and what a big operation it is. And, you've been to a few places. You were here at Missouri 2000 to 2002. That's when I first met you, of course.
Yes.
And since then, you went to Iowa State and worked with Laird Beach there. Then Arkansas for a handful of years,
right.
Ole Miss for a dozen years, and we've stayed in touch along the way, which has been great. But now you're back home, we like to say, at Ole Mizzou. How special is it for you to be back here? Personally, I think it's great.
Well, good. I love that. It is great. I love that I'm back home. I'm from Carthage, Missouri.
Yep.
So big shout out to those down in southwest Missouri.
They're listening now.
Oh, good. And then it's great to be back. And, Laird Beach, this is my third stop with him, and that's something that I love. He is a great administrator, and he's even a better human.
Well, I really like the staff he's assembled, including yourself, and to have you and Karen back and your kiddos, Jack, Molly, and Grayson, none of whom were here, by the way, 20-plus years ago when you started.
Exactly.
At Missouri. So a lot's changed in 2 decades. A lot can happen.
A lot can happen.
Hey, Joe, thanks for your time at halftime. Keep up the good work at
Absolutely.
Mizzou.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks,
Stay with
Chris.
us, folks. You bet. Joe Swingle, our guest. Missouri, our leader, on the scoreboard at halftime over Vandy, 41-32 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It's time to play Walk the Plank. True or false? Real wood floors can last hundreds of years. False. No, that's true. Laminates fumble fast. True or false? Homes with real wood floors sell much faster than homes with fake wood flooring. True. True or false? Bamboo's a good choice for flooring. True. False. Bamboo's a grass. Keep turf on the field, not on your floors. Visit choosewood.com for more truth about trees.
So this is kind of personal, but the girl that I was with just randomly stopped talking to me. I had no idea why, and I just found out she was pregnant. Luckily, she found resources that helped her keep her apartment and helped make sure her bills got paid. If she hadn't found help, I might not have gotten a chance to be a father to my son. If you or someone you know is facing an unexpected pregnancy, there are resources for you to achieve your dreams and be a parent. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive. Get a business insurance quote online in as little as 6 minutes. Visit ProgressiveCommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
This is the Center for Human Services halftime show.
Well, back at Mizzou Arena, the Tigers lead 41-32 at halftime. The Center for Human Services helps people of all ages develop skills to overcome physical, mental, and financial challenges across our state. CHS, your proud accessibility partner, providing sensory kits at every home game. Learn more at chsmo.org. Mizzou 41, Vanderbilt 32. SEC basketball from Mizzou Arena in Columbia. And the second half starts next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
A message about driving safely from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Today's game is brought to you by the Sleep Number mattress. Sleep Number makes the best climate-cool mattress with smart features. Try it for 100 nights. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Come on, come on. That was me, a proper internet troll, finally having enough, all because of slow, spotty internet. We've all been there. So switch to Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Its ultra-fast fiber and wall-to-wall Wi-Fi coverage have me throwing out likes and hearts like confetti at a parade. I love parades. Who knew?
Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Switch to the bright side at brightspeed.com/today. Limited availability in select areas.
As the parent of an athlete, you've got to give them every advantage possible. And if your child wants to play at the highest level of their sport, they should be training with two people who played at the highest level of theirs. Introducing API Project Fitness and their sports performance program. Certified in training athletes from 5 to 18 plus. API Project Fitness teaches athletes to be more explosive, more mobile, and will teach your athlete how to excel both on and off the field. Find your fire. ProjectFitnessAPI.com.
Welcome back to Mizzou Arena with Mike Kelly, Chris Trevino courtside. The Tigers lead Vanderbilt by 9, 41-32 as we get set for the start of the second half. Busy day in the SEC, all 16 teams involved, 8 conference games. Earlier today, Auburn escaped at South Carolina with a 3-point win. The Gamecocks had a chance, missed a couple of free throws late. Auburn held on for 3. Now, in fairness, they did play without their great star, Janai Broome, but they get a road victory at Carolina. And just underway, Florida leads at Arkansas 15-13. Again, Missouri will be at Florida Tuesday night. It's a late start, 8 Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. The Tigers and Gators, and Florida really looks strong. They had a huge win over number 1 Tennessee last week by 30 points, and Todd Golden's got quite the team awaiting Missouri Tuesday night at 8. We'll have it for you, of course, right here.
The next Saturday, Missouri home at 5 o'clock against Arkansas. Tigers with Pierce, along with Perkins, Bates, Robinson, and Mitchell, who inbounds it in the backcourt. Robinson works against Huffman as he comes into the front court. Left of the logo, bounces left wing away from the arc. Perkins guarded by Hogard. Tony puts it on the deck, middle of the floor. Comes right side, flip it to Robinson on the wing. Robinson holds. Shot clock at 15. Behind a Mitchell pick. Top of the key with the left hand. Into the paint, puts up a runner. Missed it, but fouled by Huffman, who picks up number 3.
That's just how this game started. If you remember in the first half, Robinson drove Huffman deep into the lane, falling backwards. He committed the foul. It was almost a carbon copy at the other end of the floor.
Huffman, the transfer from Davidson, picks up number 3. Since Anthony Robinson to the foul line, he's got 11, leading Missouri along with Mitchell, who has 11 points. Misses the free throw. Shot that quickly. Next free throw from Anthony Robinson. Missed it. Rebound Magnon, taken away by McLaughlin. 9-point Mizzou lead as Vanderbilt has it for the first time here in the second half. They closed the first half with a 7-0 run. To the right side, Hogard driving Magnon to the free throw line. Flip it outside left wing for Nickel, who's been quiet. Right hand drive against Pierce. Right corner Hoffman, outside Hogard. Left side Magnon handling the ball left side of the key. Bounces it to McLaughlin. Picked up by Pierce. Offensive foul. McLaughlin called for the offensive foul. His second.
Vanderbilt's in that first half, just 6 turnovers. Missouri only 4, but McLaughlin there committing the offensive foul. Gives it right back to Mizzou.
Robinson to the front court, left of the logo, guarded by Huffman. Middle of the floor on the logo. Pierce gets it, or Perkins gets it right side for Mitchell. Flip it outside for Bates. Curls at top of the key, guarded by Magnon. Mishandles, picked up by Mitchell on the right wing. Shot clock at 10. Market drive with the left hand. Baseline cut. Pierce had it knocked away. Run down by Hogard. Last touch by Missouri. Sloppy start on offense for both teams here in the second half.
Yeah, both sides kind of sluggish coming out of the dressing room, and this ball game clearly in the balance. 9 points, 18:45 to go.
41-32 the Missouri lead, a game the Tigers have not trailed in. Hoffman right of the logo. Behind a McLaughlin pick, gets to the left elbow, left side of the lane, hanging. Fouled by Bates. So Grant Huffman will go to the free throw line as Bates picks up his second personal foul. Huffman is 72% foul shooter. Season high 12 points and 4 rebounds against Mississippi State.
Really no factor at all today with those 3 fouls. He's scoreless and just hasn't been on the court much and available for his team.
Makes the free throw. Cuts the lead 8. As the crowd continues to trickle back in after halftime here at Mizzou Arena. Hoffman makes a pair of free throws. The lead is 7. Full court pressure. Perkins bounces in. Robinson takes it. 41-34. Robinson right to left in the front court against Huffman. To the left wing with the dribble. Handling the ball behind him. Mitchell picked towards the top of the key. Sends it top of the key for Pierce. Trent picks it up. Left of the key for Mitchell. Shot clock at 14. Hands to Perkins. Curls at top of the key. Left wing Robinson. Drives baseline. Cut off left block. Spins under the basket. Pivots outside. Now banks it in.
He's just working over Huffman. He's really taking advantage of Huffman's defensive ability, or in this case, lack of ability against him.
Lead back to 9. Hogard against Perkins from the right side of the lane. Missed it. Tipped up. No good. Rebound Mitchell of Missouri. Spins out of traffic. Flip it to Robinson. Throws it ahead to Pierce on the left wing. Trent cut off. Looks for a cutter. Throws it right wing for Mark Mitchell to the right block. He flushed it.
Well, he found his cutter. That was Mark Mitchell from the weak side, and it all worked beautifully.
Lead back to 11 with 17.5 to play. In the front court, Hogard. Fans outside. The Michigan State transfer picked up by Mitchell on the switch. Crossover to the left elbow, left side of the lane. A runner missed it. Rebound tipped up. No good by McLaughlin. Tipped it again. Rebound pulled down by Pierce, who then is tied up. And McLaughlin had possession. He was out of bounds. Missouri gets the ball back.
Good work by Pierce. McLaughlin gives up some height to Pierce, but he's a strong, muscular player. And Trent Pierce got in there, wrestled that ball away, at least enough for a tie ball call. And the arrow goes Missouri's direction.
45-34, Missouri with the ball and the 11-point lead. Full court pressure, Mark Mitchell inbound. Gets it into Perkins, faces up, guarded by Huffman. Now puts it on the deck. Kind of probing, will bring it right to left into the front court. 17-17 to play. Perkins on the right side behind him. Mitchell picked tip of the logo. Bounce it left side of the key. Pierce. Left wing for Bates. Sends it back top of the key for Mitchell. Right side now Robinson. Robinson facing up with the dribble. Reverse it left side Pierce. In the paint for Mitchell. Left side of the basket. Hanging. Put it up. Missed it. Got it back. Tipped it up and in.
He's really having a ball game. Mitchell 15 points, 5 rebounds now. Followed his own miss. Just persistently working inside.
Full court pressure from Missouri, and Vandy has to take a timeout. Mizzou by 13 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive. Save on commercial auto insurance from Progressive. Get a fast quote at ProgressiveCommercial.com.
This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
It's Michael Agnew with API Project Fitness. We're not just a gym, but a thriving community of individuals like yourself who are dedicated to improving their overall health and well-being. Our group classes are designed to be inclusive and to cater to individuals at all fitness levels. Our classes are tailored to challenge and to motivate you to achieve your goals. But don't just take my word for it. Experience the API difference yourself by trying any of our classes for free. Visit APIProjectFitness.com or call us at 573-268-6944. Let us help you live a healthier life. Join the API community today.
9 minutes and 51 seconds to play. Missouri with a 47-34 lead against Vanderbilt. And this is the 18th meeting between the two schools. First matchup took place back on December the 8th of 1958. Hey, Gentile is now the apparel provider of Mizzou Athletics and Mizzou Sports Network. Check out their new collection of Mizzou apparel available at gentileapparel.com or at Bingham's in downtown Columbia the next time you're in town for a game.
Missouri out rebounding Vanderbilt 19-16. Tigers still shooting at a good clip. 16 of 32, exactly 50%. 7 of 16 from the three-point arc. That's 44%. 8 of 12 at the line are the Tigers.
Edwards in for the first time in the second half. Gets it into Hogart. Comes from left to right into the front court, left of the logo, guarded by Perkins. Behind him, McLaughlin picked up by Pierce. Right wing now Nickel, guarded by Mitchell of Missouri. Right side, leaves it on the sideline for Edwards. Edwards on the wing, drives baseline against Robinson, draws contact, banks it in, and draws the foul against Anthony Robinson. Edwards now with 12. Had his streak of 41 consecutive games in double figures, stopped at Mississippi State when he didn't score. He went 0 for 8 from the field. 12 today off the bench on 7 field goals. Makes the free throw. Cuts the lead to 10.
13 of their 37 from Edwards. Nobody else in double figures yet.
Edwards was one of the only players early this morning in here shooting during the Vanderbilt shoot-around. On the left side, Robinson comes middle of the floor, leaves it for Pierce, right side of the key, guarded by Nickel. One bounce, hands to Perkins, faces up, left side of the key, Mitchell. Mitchell, a rip-through move, now drives, throws it left wing for Bates. Bates, right-hand drive, gets into the paint on the baseline for Perkins. Hangings lays it up and in. Great cut by Perk. Better delivery from Bates.
Yeah, Perkins from that weak side of the floor, right corner along the baseline, and a good delivery from Tamar.
Lead is 12. Bounce it outside. Hogart on the right wing, guarded by Perkins. Throws it right baseline, driving Magnon, hanging, lays it up and in. Found a baseline drive. Cuts the lead to 10 again. Mitchell in transition on the left wing, handling the ball. Flips it outside, taken by Perkins, curls it middle of the floor, picks up the dribble, left wing for Mitchell. Faces up against McLaughlin, drives him left baseline, overpowers him, missed it. Ball tipped. Mitchell gets it back. Left wing Pierce, an open three, launches, misses, rebound, pulled down, free throw line, Nickel. Hogart throws ahead, running is Nickel to our Magnon, lays it up and in. Cuts the lead to 8.
Vandy hanging around, staying within single digits now, and they've really been fighting, not quite getting to Missouri's heels, but they're in range still.
Robinson on the right sideline, flips it. Middle of the floor, Pierce brings it to the left side, hands it to Perkins. Perkins dribbles outside, bounces it right of the logo, Mitchell of Missouri. 14 on the shot clock. Bates has it top of the key, guarded by Magnon. Fans right of the logo, shot clock at 8 to the right wing. Trying to break him down to the right baseline, to the block, fading away, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Vandy.
Just a tough shot. Tamar just took it the whole time, moved the ball like the first half.
Driving left side of the lane, leaning in. Hogart banks it, missed it. Rebound. McLaughlin lays it up and in the lead is 6. And Dennis Gates needs a timeout. 49-43. Vandy has come back to cut the lead to 6. Take a break. We're back after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Listening to your favorite basketball team battle it out on the hardwood court. When it comes to performance, teams demand the quality of real American wood floors, and you should too. But not just wood floors, real wood cabinets, millwork, even real wood furniture. Beautiful, durable, and timeless. Real wood is always the right choice. Learn more by visiting choosewood.com.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
If you've recently had a life event, call me, Chris Duncan, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and we'll make sure you have the coverage you need. MIZ.
Central Bank is your hometown bank. It's the only place for Tiger Checking. Open it today, www.tigerchecking.com. Over the last 113, Vanderbilt with a 6-0 run. The Commodores have cut the lead to 6.
Well, they have, and Missouri's got to be really careful here not to let this team back in the ball game. You're always going to make runs and have runs against you in games, but Vandy has done a nice job this season. They come in with a similar record of Missouri, actually a game better at 13-2 overall. Their only loss was to Drake, who's a team that's better than many might expect. And then, of course, they lost to Mississippi State, who I think is a really good team, and we'll probably see that within the SEC. But Missouri at home has led this entire way, had the big 17-point lead, just cannot get complacent. It's almost impossible to play perfect ball, certainly for 40 minutes, but just can't let up. You've got to have good possessions, continue the work ethic on defense, and keep this team at arm's length, because 14-42, a lot of time, and just a 2-possession game. Hard to believe the way it's gone most of the day.
Florida leads in Arkansas 23-20. Earlier today, Auburn wins at South Carolina 66-63. Tennessee plays at Texas. Oklahoma at Georgia, LSU at Ole Miss. Alabama at A&M, which will be a really good game later tonight.
Well, every Saturday, especially when all the games are played, all the teams in action, just a great slate of games no matter which week and what the schedule says. You can have great matchups.
Brill bounces into Robinson, who'll work against full court pressure, kind of token variety from Hogarth. Coming right to left in the front court, Missouri needing points. Vandy's made 4 of its last 5 field goals. To the left side, taken on the wing by Warwick. Picks up the dribble on the baseline. Leans in, pivots, gets it to Mitchell. Short corner, left baseline, left wing Warwick. Drives it left elbow. Now comes to the right side of the lane. Turns back middle, left wing for Mitchell. Shot clock at 7. Mitchell drives against McLaughlin to the right block. Missed it. Forced shot, he missed it. Tried to go off a 1 foot instead of going up strong off a 2. Vandy with a chance to cut into the 6-point lead. Hogarth to the rim, missed it. Rebound Mitchell of Missouri, taken away by Gray. But Gray stepped on the sideline. First of all, Robinson got hurt. Took a shot from behind, I think maybe from his teammate Gray. Stoppage and play on the injury to Anthony Robinson of Missouri.
Yeah, Gray motioned to his own elbow as if he caught his teammate inadvertently, and that's a big man who knocked him down.
It was actually the left hand coming down of Hogarth, who, as he came down, hit the face of the Missouri offensive or the Missouri defender, Anthony Robinson.
That play is under further review.
Coming over to review it, just as I was saying that, he came over this way, so it was not Gray. Gray was signaling, but it wasn't his arm. It was Hogarth's, apparently.
Robinson gets up, kind of holds the nose a little bit. Says he's okay. Chris Perrin, who does a terrific job for Missouri, the Tigers trainer, escorting Anthony Robinson back to the sideline to our left. This stoppage in play comes with Missouri clinging to a 49-43 lead with 14:04 to play.
After review, there's incidental contact on the play, no foul.
Agree with that. It was a basketball play.
Yep. Fortunately, doesn't make Anthony Robinson feel any better when a bigger guy comes down at that angle above you with that elbow across the bridge of your nose. But we know he'll be back soon, certainly.
Missouri's biggest issue, they need to get more movement offensively. They've gone stagnant, much like the second half against LSU when they led by as many as 21 and allowed that lead to go away.
I thought it happened right at the end of the first half today. Remember, they missed 4 3-point shots in the final minute of the first half, allowed Vandy to get in single digits at 9, and they've never really gotten back on track.
Bates gets the ball inbounds, top of the key in the backcourt for Grill, leaves it for Warwick. He'll bring it right to left in the front court. 49-43, Missouri needs points, clinging to the 6-point lead. Warwick to the right side behind a great pick to the right wing, handling the ball, step back 3 off the bounce, air ball.
And that's just one-man basketball. You got 4 teammates out there. We know Warwick can score, but to shoot an early shot clock without moving the ball to the defense just doesn't make sense.
Hogard will bring it left to right into the front court. Vandy down by 6. Crowd comes to its feet. And an offensive foul against Carey and an illegal pick against Caleb Grill. So Jalen Carey picks up the personal foul. Inbound to Warwick. Perkins to come in next at ball. Missouri needs a ball handler. Warwick comes into the front court. Handling the ball on the right side, guarded by Collins. Comes middle of the floor. Now behind a Gray pick to the left side. Picks up the dribble. Pivots, now throws it left wing. Mitchell loses the ball on the drive. Picked up by McLaughlin out to outlet to Edwards. Left to right comes Vandy. Down 6. Edwards drives. Scoop it left side. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Missouri. Tanner comes in for Vanderbilt. Perkins is going to come in for Missouri, who leads 49-43 with 13:18 to play.
Perkins back out there, not just to handle the ball, as you mentioned, but also distribute it. Get this offense going, clicking, move that ball, initiate the offense. That's exactly what Tony Perkins can do.
Vandy in the midst of a 6-0 run. They trail by 6. Bounce it in. McLaughlin right side of the basket. Blocked by Gray, pulled down by Gray. Bates took a shot to the face on that exchange. Perkins will bring it into the front court. Bates says he's okay. Missouri 0 for its last 5. Haven't scored in almost 3 minutes, and now they throw it away. Needless turnover by the veteran Perkins.
This has really gotten sloppy. I mean, like, blatantly sloppy, and they're completely out of sorts suddenly.
49-43. Vanderbilt with the ball. 3rd possession to cut into the 6-point lead. Tanner right side of the key. Handling the ball, fans outside towards half court. Now to the right wing, outside middle of the floor, taken by McLaughlin. Tanner, right side of the key, drives right side of the lane. Jump stop, throw it top of the key. Carey a 3. Knocked it down, and the lead is 3. Carey, a 9-0 run by Vanderbilt. Pulls the Commodores within 3 with 12.5 to play. Mitchell into the front court. Again, Vanderbilt did something nobody else did on opening weekend. They won on the road at LSU by 8. Driving Perkins to the left elbow. Top of the key, Mitchell. Drives right side. Now sends it left wing. Perkins left corner. Grill open 3. Missed it. The rebound pulled down by Gray, though, on the weak side. Fans to the right wing. Gray hands it outside Perkins, who's then bumped and knocked out of bounds by Tanner.
Well, Gray has matched his LSU game total of 10 rebounds, which is really a load, even at 7 feet tall at this point in the game, and getting Missouri extra possessions, but they've got to do something with these extra possessions.
Robinson's going to come in replacing Mitchell. So 4 guards and Josh Gray on the court for Dennis Gates, whose team leads by 3 with 12:13 to play. Gray right sideline in the front court. Gets it into Perkins. 14 on the shot clock. Just over 12 to play. Missouri hasn't scored in almost 4 minutes. Perkins to the right side. Bounced it off the leg of the defender as he tried to get Gray at the top of the key on a slip. Just a weak, casual pass.
And especially to a 7-footer. Like to bounce that ball as a pass to a big man doesn't make sense. So Missouri's got to regroup. They get a timeout at the next dead ball and get some particulars, I would presume, from Coach on getting their act together this second half. They were up 17 in the first half, folks.
12:04 to play. Right sideline. Grilled inbound. Holds, looks, gets it into Robinson. Robinson, middle of the floor, guarded by Tanner, now left of the logo between the circles. Comes back to the right side behind a Grill pick, guarded by Edwards on the switch. Grill left wing, catch and shoot 3. Made it! Knocked one down. Caleb Grill with his first points of the day, and Missouri leads by 6.
He was certainly due, and he was so timely down the stretch against LSU. There's a timely bucket here.
Grill now 1 for 6 from 3. Left side Tanner, right side Edwards. Missouri goes zone. Right wing driving is Collins. Outside left wing. Tanner left corner. Magnon open 3. Missed it. Grill flies in for the rebound. Next dead ball the under 12. Right to left Perkins comes into the front court for Missouri, who has not trailed in this game. Perkins head of steam to the right side of the lane. Lost the ball out of control. Tanner throws ahead to Collins. Right side of the lane. Fouled by Grill to take us to the under 12. Foul goes against Caleb Grill with the 11:16 to play. Takes us to the under 12 timeout. They're going to take a look at it to see if it was on the shot, because the kid, the defender or the offensive player from Vandy, got bumped and then just threw it up in the air. Timeout of the court on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
At MU Healthcare, believing anything is possible is how we treat every patient. It's how we find answers to medicine's most difficult questions, like uncovering new ways to help the body fight cancer, renewing hope for epilepsy patients, and stopping muscular dystrophy in its tracks. At MU Healthcare, we won't stop searching for answers, because when it comes to your health, we never settle. Neither should you.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. It's their lowest price of the season. Save $1,000 off their most popular i8 smart bed. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
This is Mizzou basketball from Lear Field.
Dear winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
It's time to get back into routine that focuses on you. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness. Escape reality in the indoor saltwater pool. Detox in the saunas or heat things up with our hot yoga. Wilson's is here to support you, motivate you, and help smash your goals with group fitness classes, personal coaching, and endless amenities. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness in Columbia. Visit them at wilsonsfitness.com.
So they've ruled a common foul against Caleb Grill and awarded 2 shots for Vanderbilt with 11:16 to play. 52-46 is the Mizzou lead. So MJ Collins, as soon as he got bumped by Grill, threw the ball towards the basket. They award him with the 2 shots on the continuation.
Missouri's gone cold lately, making just 2 of its last 8 shots, and this lead at 6 in jeopardy of getting cut even shorter.
Tony Perkins with 3 turnovers here in the second half.
Yeah, and the idea was to bring him in to kind of settle things down offensively, but unfortunately that hasn't happened. So now he and Robinson are both in there together.
Tigers led by as many as 17 late in the first half. Free throw good by Collins. MJ Collins off the bench with 7 points today. Out of Clover, South Carolina, transferred from Virginia Tech. Only scored 2 points against Mississippi State. 71% at the free throw line. Makes both free throws. Tamar Bates is going to come in. First Missouri gets it inbounds. Robinson with Mizzou leading by 4 in a game they have not trailed. Handling the ball, guarded by Tanner, the talented freshman. Left side ball deflected. Pierce dives to the floor to get it, then tied up. Alternating possession gives it to Vandy. Missouri just casual with passes, and Vanderbilt, who forces turnovers, about 19% of the possessions. Forces another Missouri mistake.
Well, they both average 10.5 steals per game. They're 2 of the better teams in the country in that category. And Missouri now with more turnovers than Vandy. Well, they've pulled even 9 apiece, and Missouri had the better end of that for the first half.
4-point game, 11 minutes to play. Tanner to the left side. Good shot by Gray. Spins with the dribble to the free throw line. Left wing Magnon almost walked with the ball. Picks up the dribble, bounces it outside on the sideline. Tanner, an offensive foul as he put his hand around the backside of the Missouri defender to gain the advantage and pick up his 3rd personal foul. Missouri needs points.
Sure do. Remember, they had 25 in the first 9 minutes of play. They have 11 in the first 9 minutes of the second half.
Left side of the key, inside the arc. Pierce dribbles towards the left wing. Crossover against Magnon. Jump stop at the left block. Put it up. Jump hook missed it, but fouled by Magnon. Chris Magnon picks up his first personal foul. That'll send Trent Pierce to the free throw line. The 6'10 sophomore from Tulsa, taking advantage of the 6'5 defender.
Really playing with an attitude, too. You see a lot more facial expressions for him, just energy, just really much more aggressive personality, it seems, on the court, game by game.
Makes the free throw. Missouri 1 for its last 7 from the field. They've turned it over 4 times in the last 5.5 minutes. And they finally get off a 52. High arcing shot misses. Rebound flying in to get it. Collins. Vandy with the ball. Trailing by 5. 10:27 to play. Tanner comes into the front court. Missouri goes 2-3. Edwards on the left side. Top of the key. Throws it right side. Tanner. Deeper wing right. Collins drives baseline. In the paint for Carey. Stripped and fouled. He'll shoot free throws. Foul called against Missouri's Tamar Bates. His third.
Tamar trying to defend in the lane, just kind of reached down, hit him across the arm. Carey in good scoring position, and Vandy really threatening the Tigers here this second half.
Carey leaves it short. 57% on the season, 7 points and 6 rebounds. Transfer from James Madison, followed his head coach, the 6'8", 265-pound sophomore. Again, his brother played at Duke. His dad played for the Dolphins in the NFL, and he misses 2 free throws. 5-point Missouri lead. Pierce will drive against Magnon, and a foul against Magnon. Took a shot to the chest as Trent Pierce put it on the deck and was able to draw contact in the second foul against Chris Magnon.
Vanderbilt
16th foul against Vandy. Missouri will inbound. Baseline left, clinging to a 5-point lead.
One of the Vanderbilt players, Tanner, lost his shoes, so he's got that back on, tied up, and will resume finally.
Robinson baseline left, holding, looking, floats it into Pierce, catches in the paint, jump hook, dances home. Trent Pierce off the inbounds pass. 55-48. Tigers go back to the zone. Edwards brings it into the front court and slows the pace. Rifles it left side. Tanner back to Edwards, right of the logo, to the right wing, to the right block. Head and shoulder fake, contact in the foul against Josh Gray. So Gray picks up the personal foul. That'll be his second.
Good work by Edwards inside against Missouri's big man, using that pump fake. Got the big guy off his feet, committed the foul, and now Edwards right back to the line.
So Justin Edwards with 13 points. 2 of 2 at the foul line, makes the first. Hogard in, replacing Tanner. 55-49. 2-possession game with less than 10 to play. Edwards makes both free throws. 5-point Missouri lead. Robinson takes the inbounds pass. He'll work against Hogard. Comes behind a Gray pick into the front court on the left side. Left of the logo. Crossover. Fouled on a reach by Hogard. A.J. Hogard, the transfer from Michigan State, picks up the personal foul. His first. One in bonus, the 7th team foul against Vanderbilt. The laborers union and their contractors are a winning team that together creates a foundation worth building on. For more information, visit buildunion.com.
Hogard's really been quiet today. Came in with 35 points in his first 2 SEC games, just 6 this afternoon. So Missouri wants to keep him right where he is.
Lane violation on the right side. Pierce was in early. Nullifies the free throw. Mizzou Athletics would like to thank its premier partners, MU Healthcare and Shelter Insurance. Tigers back to the zone. 5-point Mizzou lead. In the front court, Hogard. Hogard to the left of the logo. Sends it right side. Collins back to Hogard. To the left wing inside the arc. To the left elbow. Top of the key. Collins a 3. Missed it. The rebound off a carry. Pulled down by Collins. To the right block. Runs into Gray. Reverse layup. Good.
Pretty nifty move around Gray with the left hand for that lay-in, and it's a 3-point game, Mike.
55-52, less than 10 to play. Collins guarding Robinson is Collins. Robinson comes to the left side, curls to the wing inside the arc, pivots, had it knocked away, got it back, left corner for Pierce. Guarded by Magnon. 10 on the shot clock as Bates takes it between the circles on the left side. A lot of standing offensively. Bates top of the key, pull back three off the bounce, good.
Much needed basket tomorrow. It was a deep three, but he felt it. Missouri needed it.
58-52, less than 9 to play. Can Mizzou get a stop? Edwards cut off by Robinson, rims it out. Rebound pulled down by Gray. Gray outlet to Robinson. Right to left comes Missouri, leading by 6. Robinson probes his way to the right side. Right wing inside the arc. Bates posting against Edwards. The 6'6 Bates double team. Bounce it outside Robinson. Reverse it to Grill. Deep three, left wing. Bang!
Well, Grill is just heating up a couple of huge three-pointers. I mean, he's such a timely player for Missouri. These last 2 conference games, he has been clutch.
6-0 run by Missouri over the last 32. Bombs by Bates and Gray. Carey top of the key. 8:04 to play. Edwards top of the key handling the ball against Bates. Cut off at the elbow by Gray. Right side Collins. Collins spinning with the dribble. Step back head and shoulder fake, and he drew contact. And the foul, 3 free throws coming up as Pierce picks up the personal foul. Left his feet, crafty play by the Vanderbilt player. He'll shoot 3 free throws. First the timeout on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
So this is kind of personal, but the girl that I was with just randomly stopped talking to me. I had no idea why, and I just found out she was pregnant. Luckily, she found resources that helped her keep her apartment and helped make sure her bills got paid. If she hadn't found help, I might not have gotten a chance to be a father to my son. If you or someone you know is facing an unexpected pregnancy, there are resources for you to achieve your dreams and be a parent. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
7 minutes and 55 seconds left. 61-52, 3 free throws coming up for Vanderbilt. Hey, at Royal Banks of Missouri, banking with them is easier than ever. Open an account and manage your finances anytime with their online banking service. Visit royalbanksofmo.com today to open a new personal checking or savings account. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Very timely 3-point baskets by Tamar Bates and Caleb Grill stretched this lead out from 3 to 9 points, from 55-52 to the current score 61-52. Mizzou maintaining a lead that it's had all afternoon long against the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Just when Missouri was in the midst of the 6-0 run, stretched the lead back out to 9. Pierce with his 3rd personal foul.
The Shelter Insurance Battle Line rivalry next Saturday, January the 18th at 5 p.m. Wear black and bring the energy. Purchase your tickets today at MU Tigers.
Here's Steven Anderson.
After review, the ruling on the court is confirmed. 3-shot foul.
So MJ Collins to the free throw line. He's 2 of 2 today. Grill, Pierce, Bates, Robinson, and Gray for Missouri.
MJ Collins Jr. to the line.
And in our usual game of what school did he play at recently, he transferred from Virginia Tech. MJ Collins played in the ACC with the Hokies.
First of three, good. Nickel, McLaughlin, Collins, Hogard, and Edwards on the court for Mark Byington. First season at Vanderbilt after winning 32 games last year at James Madison. His next free throw, good.
You get the feeling this could be the pivotal segment. These next 4 minutes between now and that under 4 timeout. Can one team get away from the other, or will it go right down to the final horn?
Collins trying to cut the lead. Does. 6-point Missouri advantage, 7:55 to play. Robinson takes the inbounds pass, working against Collins. Has to be strong with the ball as he gets bumped, coming into the front court, foul against Collins.
Yep.
He pleads his case, and I'm not sure exactly what
it's right in front of us.
He's pleading.
Yeah, there's contact there. I'll give Anthony Robinson credit. He made sure the referee heard him scream after the contact, but we can't be any closer to it. He was bumped, and it's just a needless foul when you're trying to mount a comeback. That's not the way to do it out here by the side of the court near midcourt.
Since Robinson to the foul line where he's 3 of 6, 1 in bonus, needs to knock these down. Misses the free throw. 61-55 in the front court. Edwards on the left sideline against Robinson. Goes around him to the baseline, to the block, lays it up and in. Just bull run to the rim.
Anthony Robinson's picked a poor time to start missing free throws. Just 3 of 7 today. Mike, he's usually a good free thrower.
4-point game, 2 possessions, 7:28 to play. Robinson to the left side, handling the ball against Collins, throws it tip of the logo, taken by Bates, guarded by Hogard. Bates handling the ball left side of the key, fans outside, wants a screen from Gray. Right-hand drive, doesn't use the screen, crossover gets to the right elbow, now right side of the lane, turns back middle, leans in, holds the ball low, tries to go up, lost it, stripped, picked up by Vandy. McLaughlin, ball deflected, Robinson saves it, inbounds to Pierce. Great job defensively by Robinson after the turnover by Missouri on the offensive end. Tigers clinging to a 4-point lead in a game that they have not trailed in. 61-57, less than 7 to play. Bates to the right side of the court, looking for movement away. Bates handling the ball on the right sideline. Wants a high screen from Gray. Bates to Gray on the slip on the right wing. Picks up the dribble on the baseline. Now tries to knock down the defender. He does. Back down and knock down the defender and pick up the offensive foul. Know who you're throwing the ball to, Tamar Bates.
Yeah, you know, it's a screen and roll. It's a side screen and roll, but it's hard when Gray is receiving that ball on the sideline, because what's he going to do with it out there?
Precisely.
And we saw what happened there as he tries to put the ball before him back his man. He's too far out.
Get Mitchell back in. 61-57. 6:34 to play. Mitchell's been on the bench for a while.
Yeah, they could use his aggressiveness and scoring ability inside, because this game has really gotten dangerously too close here in the final minutes.
Into the front court, Hogard behind a pick from McLaughlin to the left wing. Picks up the dribble, top the key, Nickel, open 3. Missed it, rebound flying in on the baseline. Bates has it. 4-point Missouri lead, 6:15 to play. Bates comes into the front court on the left side, fans towards the left sideline. Between the circles, handling the ball, guarded by Hogard. Right-hand dribble, shot clock at 15, lots of standing. Dennis Bates calls a timeout. Missouri's offense has gotten stagnant, and here comes Mark Mitchell in.
Yeah,
6:05 to play.
He's probably their best bet for a sure thing, getting the ball inside to him, and he'll usually get himself to the line, if not score a basket. Missouri's got to hit free throws down the stretch, too. 9 of 15 of the Tigers. That's just 60% as a team. And you look across the way, Vanderbilt is 13 of 15, 87%. So there's a difference in the free throw shooting, which is only helping the visitors.
More homes and businesses making the switch to Socket Fiber. The most reliable service, simple, transparent pricing. Call 1-800-SOCKET3 or visit socket.net to learn more. Dennis Gates takes a full timeout. His team clinging to the 4-point lead. Union Electrical Contractors and the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. The IBEW, partners in quality construction and electrical communication services.
Tigers put 41 points on the board in the first half and just 20 so far this second half with 6:05 to go. Missouri was
plus 7 on the glass at half. Now +3. They've given up 7 offensive rebounds. Mitchell, Bates, Warwick, Grill, and Josh Gray for Missouri. Grill will inbound on the left sideline to the right of the Missouri bench in front of us. Gets it into Bates. Or Warwick, excuse me. Left side between the circles. Brings it behind, staggered look to the right side. Drives on the right wing. Cut off right side of the lane. Bounce it outside right sideline for Grill. Grill back to Warwick. Shot clock at 4. Warwick behind a Grill pick to the right wing. Offensive foul. Good call by the official. He extended the off forearm and picked up the personal foul. Another poor possession by Missouri offensively.
You could just feel the frustration, the anger from Coach Gates. You look at his body language, his facial expression right in front of us. He's frustrated. He's concerned because this game is up for grabs.
Both Warwick and Perkins have struggled today. Hogard, right corner. Magnon to the right wing outside to Hogard. Drives Mitchell, now right corner, open Magnon, a 3. Cuts the lead to 1 with 5:34 to play.
Well, Hogard drew the attention, the double team, sucked in the defense, and Magnon was wide open. He had time to sit, aim, and fire.
Into the front court, Warwick for Missouri on the left side. Robinson to come in next at ball. Warwick on the logo, comes to the left side. To the top of the key, bounce it. Pass knocked out of bounds by Magnon on the overplay, trying to deny Mark Mitchell. Down on the left block.
Give Vanderbilt some credit too. Mark Byington's got his team really active defensively in the second half. After the first, they hardly provided any resistance, it seemed, but they got a message at halftime, and they've been much more active at the defensive end of the floor, making it hard for Missouri.
Gray sits down as Robinson comes back in. Grilled inbound in front of the Mizzou bench. Left sideline holding. Left sideline still holding. Gets it into Warwick on the left wing. Faces up, 13 on the shot clock, handling the ball with the right hand. Guarded by Hogard, 10 on the shot clock, on the logo. Behind a Mitchell pick. Gets inside the arc to the left block. Top of the key for Mitchell, steps into a 3. Missed it. The rebound pulled down by Hogard. Vandy can take its first lead on this possession with less than 5 to play. Hogard in transition, knocked away, picked up by Grill. Throws ahead to Bates. Bates to the rim, slams it. The tomahawk over Edwards. 63-60. Less than 5 to play. Collins to the right side. Outside Magnon. Reverse it to Hogard on the left side of the court. Hogard picked up on the switch by Mitchell of Missouri. Picks up the dribble. Pivots a couple of times. Hands it. Knocked away from Edwards by Grill. Runs it down beyond half court and comes into the front court. 8 on the shot clock. Edwards left side of the lane. Lost it. Picked up by Bates. Bates in transition right to left. Bates top of the key. Splits the defender. Runner misses, but he got fouled with 4:21 to play. 2 free throws coming up for Tamar Bates, with Missouri leading 63-60. Hogard picks up his second personal foul.
2 potentially really costly turnovers by Vanderbilt. One resulted in a Bates slam at this end, and then Bates again running the floor in transition, gets himself to the line as Missouri looks to stretch the lead out to 5.
Tigers 9 of 15 from the foul line. Pinball's out. Shot it too quick. Gets set.
These free throws, I mean, in these close conference games, which will happen repeatedly, you've got to hit your free throws. Missouri now below 60% as a team.
Left-hander spins the ball after a couple of bounces. Rotation, made it. 2-possession game, 4:21 to play. Hogard, the transfer from Michigan State, comes left to right in the front court. Crowd comes to its feet at sold-out Mizzou Arena. Hogard picks up the dribble on the logo, left side Magnon. Spinning, gets the left block, left corner, open Collins, his 3, missed it. Rebound, Grill snatches it in traffic to Robinson. Missouri slows the pace. Next dead ball, the under 4. Chance to extend a 4-point lead. To the left side of the court comes Robinson. Behind a Mitchell pick, gets to the right side of the lane, to the block, jump stop, leans, draws contact in the foul to take us to the under 4. 3:44 to play. Free throws coming up for Robinson of Missouri. Tigers 64, Commodores 60 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
So this is kind of personal, but the girl that I was with just randomly stopped talking to me. I had no idea why, and I just found out she was pregnant. Luckily, she found resources that helped her keep her apartment and helped make sure her bills got paid. If she hadn't found help, I might not have gotten a chance to be a father to my son. If you or someone you know is facing an unexpected pregnancy, there are resources for you to achieve your dreams and be a parent. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
Three minutes and 44 seconds to play. Tiger basketball brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Mizzou Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Remember, you can listen to the SEC all season long on Sirius XM. Subscribe to the Inside Mizzou Athletics podcast, presented by Shelter Insurance, the official podcast of Mizzou Athletics. 3 minutes, 44 seconds to play. 64-60. Missouri with the lead. Anthony Robinson will step to the foul line where he's 3 of 7. They're reviewing the foul that was initially called against Chris Magnon. Stays with him. Magnon picks up his third.
Missouri's led the entire ball game. Vanderbilt moments ago got within 1 point at 61-60. Then 2 consecutive turnovers by the Commodores resulted in Tamar Bates' basket, and then a foul on Bates when he made 1 of 2 free throws. So it went from 1 point to 4 points, the Tiger advantage.
We're going to send out hello and say that we miss him to your pops. Mr. G's not here today.
No.
Normally we look up above 106 and there he is, seated, listening to us, watching the game, and we miss him today.
Appreciate you doing that, Mike. He's listening, that's for sure. If I know him, he's got the TV on, but the sound down, listening to us. So that's good. Hope he feels better and will be back here next Saturday. He hates to miss these games, so I knew he was really under the weather, not making it today.
Helping people of all ages to overcome physical, mental, and financial challenges across Missouri, the Center for Human Services. Coach Norm Stewart on hand, watching from high above the club section across the way. Anthony Robinson at the foul line.
Lance had a rough day, as you mentioned, just 3 of 7. So deep breath, concentrate, focus. He's a good free throw shooter. He's got to get that mojo back and make these.
Makes the first. Rock solid. And he took his time. He got set.
And out of a timeout, you would hope he would. So the sweet sound of ball swishing through nets.
Let's take a listen, see if we can do it again. Dances in.
Didn't
Got
sound
a lot
good.
Of orange, but it danced in.
It's a results-oriented business.
2-possession game, 3:40 to play. Crowd comes to its feet. Hogarth gets a right seam, right side of the lane, put it up over Mitchell, missed it, tipped by Bates. Collins tips it outside Magnon into the paint. Right corner, Hogarth, his 3. Knuckleball good from the right corner. Mark Byington takes a timeout as they cut the lead to 66-63 with 3:28 to play.
Magnon has really done a nice job for Vanderbilt this half. Heady player, Ivy League player. In fact, as I say that, transferred from Cornell, where he was for 3 years, but good feel for the game, made some big shots, distributed that one to an open Hogarth, who again has not done a whole lot considering the play he provided the first 2 games. But here's Vandy within 3 and 3.5 to play.
Vandy 13-2, 1-1 in the league. Missouri 12-3, 1-1 in the league. And both of these teams similar NCAA tournament profiles at this stage of the season. NCAA net this morning, Missouri 35, Vanderbilt 37. Ken Palm this morning. Missouri 41. Vandy 49.
Yeah, very similar profiles, and frankly, both picked in the bottom half of the conference, but it shows you the strength of the league and what a good job these teams did non-conference. But if you're Missouri, you can't let one go at home because we know how hard it is on the road.
Vandy, the only team a week ago to win on the road. Grill gets it inbounds in the backcourt for Mitchell, leaves it for Robinson. 66-63 Missouri, 3:24 to play. Is coming into the front court from right to left. Anthony Robinson on the logo. Behind him, Mitchell picked to the right side of the key. Handling the ball, fanning outside now. Fans towards the half-court line on the right side. Towards the right wing. Top of the key for Warwick. Warwick probing with the basketball. Gets to the left side, to the block, to the rim. Blocked by McLaughlin, pulled down by M.J. Collins. And again, he went off a 1 foot instead of coming to the jump stop. And going strong off a 2. Hogard, left side on the wing. His 3 pulled Vandy within 3. Magnon back to Hogard on the left wing against Mitchell. Drives him, head and shoulder fake in the paint. Magnon hanging, puts it up, missed it, tipped up, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touched by Vanderbilt's McLaughlin, says Steven Anderson on the baseline to our right.
Yeah, he and Magnon, his teammate, were in there, persistent, battling for that important rebound, but could not collect it. A break for Missouri, and they get it back.
Grilled inbound. Right baseline against full court pressure. Gets it in. Sideline in the backcourt. Mitchell on the left side leaves it for Robinson. 2:40 to play. Mizzou by 3. Robinson into the front court left of the logo. Takes it to the right side. Picks up the dribble on the jump stop. Pivots to the right side. Backdoor cut. Grill left side of the basket. Goes up strong. Banks it home over Edwards.
He completely lost his man. Grill sprinted from the corner along the baseline. Edwards was trailing behind.
5-point Missouri lead. 3-possession game. 2:15 to play. Hogard drives to the elbow. Rifles the right corner. Edwards 3-ball. Missed it. And a foul on the shot. 3 free throws coming up for Justin Edwards. Warwick picks up the personal foul. Third on Warwick.
Jason Edwards to the line.
Three free throws for Justin Edwards. 68-63 Missouri. Second time today that Missouri's fouled a 3-point shooter. Edwards makes the first.
And he's really good at the line, 87% for the season, so inopportune time to give him 3 freebies.
68-64, 68-65. Edwards' next free throw, good. 2-point game. Again, Missouri has not trailed in the game. 2:11 left in regulation. Inbounds to Bates. Gets it to Robinson. He'll work against Collins, coming from right to left in the front court. Missouri with a 2-point lead. Robinson in the front court, left of the logo, guarded by Collins. Right side Warwick, guarded by Hogard, who backs off of him. Warwick holds. Shot clock at 14. Top of the key. Grill, catch and shoot 3. Fouled. Missed it wide left, but he'll shoot 3 as Edwards picks up the personal foul. That'll be his second. It'll send Caleb Grill to the free throw line, and there was no doubt when he came from the baseline to the top of the key, the ball was going up.
Yep, it was a design play, curled around to the top of the key, and he got hit on the forearm there with the shot. Really no argument from Edwards, who committed that foul.
The ruling on the court is a 3-shot foul. That play is under further review.
So they'll make sure it's 3 free throws for Grill, who has not shot a free throw in this game today. 72% foul shooter. Had 10 points. He was 3 of 5 from 3. Made 1 free throw in 16 minutes and 53 seconds against LSU, which is the longest amount that he has played since returning after missing 33 days with the head and neck injury.
After review, the ruling on the floor is confirmed. 3-shot foul.
Yeah, Grill is a guy coming off the bench since that injury, and gives them energy as they work him back into the rotation. A minutes and 25 minutes here. And just, again, we always said, you mentioned Norm Stewart in the house. Norm would always say it's not who starts the game, it's who finishes.
Who finishes,
and you can bet Grill is going to be out there at the end of these games.
3 shots. Trent Pierce to come in after Grill's free throws. 68-66. So Mizzou fouled a 3-point shooter. Grill makes the free throw. Hit the left side, the back of the rim, right side, danced in.
He kind of has a sheepish smile as he got that bounce. Still smile on his face. Let's see him step up and knock down 2 more.
Likeable native of Wichita.
Really is.
Makes the next. Extend the lead to 5 with 1:54 to play. Where's number 31? 12 points today. Makes the free throw. 13 points for Caleb Grill off the bench. 71-66 Missouri. They roll the ball in. Hogard picks it up just shy half court. Comes into the front court. Crowd stands. Throws it right side Magnon. Back to Hogard. Left side of the key. 1:47 to play. Magnon drives left side of the lane. Left wing Hogard steps into a deep 3. Missed it. Rebound Pierce of Missouri with 1:39 to play. Mizzou by 5. 71-66. Tigers trying to go to 13-0 at home this season. Robinson right side of the court. Left side of the key. Mitchell back to the basket. Faces up against McLaughlin. Jab step. Now drives him. Gets into the paint. Right side on the block. Put it up and in. And got fouled with 1:20 to play. Devin McLaughlin picked up the personal foul. His third. Mark Mitchell steps to the free throw line. As his basket made it a 3-possession game with 1:20 to play.
Well, that's the way to do it. Get the ball inside. Your most consistent inside scorer. Mitchell, again, will often score. If not, he often finds himself at the line. And now let's see him knock down one more, complete this play, and give Missouri a relatively comfortable 8-point lead finally again.
Socket Fiber postgame show comes at the conclusion of regulation. Free throw, good. Mark completes the 3-point play. He's got 17. Into the front court, Edwards with 1:19 to play to the right side, inside the arc, to the right baseline. Puts up a short corner jump, blocked by Robinson. Excuse me, blocked by Robinson, and a foul against Anthony. So Edwards to the free throw line.
2 shots.
With 2 shots, with Missouri leading by 8. He misses the free throw. Hoffman wants to come in for Vandy. 74-66. Magnon's going to return as well if Edwards makes the free throw. Missed them both. Rebound Bates.
Just made 3 a minute ago, but 2 big misses there. Wow.
Robinson into the front court, harassed by Collins. Left side between the circles. On a slip to Mitchell, left corner. Pearson open 3. Missed it. Rebound in transition, Edwards. Collins has it in the front court. Throws it to Nickel. Intercepted by Pierce. Saved to Robinson. Great hustle by Trent Pierce.
How big has he been? Gates inserts him a minute ago into the game. He gets a huge rebound and then the steal.
Robinson throws it away. He gets double-teamed Justice on a half court on the right side. And throws an errant pass, giving it back to Vandy with 42.7 to play. Nickel gets it in. Hogard into the front court. Hogard head of steam to the free throw line. Left wing Edwards, catch and shoot 3. Missed it. Rebound Carey on the right side. Back to Edwards, top of the key. Hogard, his 3. Missed it. Rebound Mitchell with 31 seconds to play. And a foul against Jalen Carey with 30.6 seconds to play. Missouri's going to go to 13-0 at home this season. Pick up win number 13 on the season.
These fans standing, applauding, and exhaling maybe collectively here as it finally looks to be in the bag for Missouri with the 8-point lead and free throws for Mitchell, who's been so good. 18 points and 7 rebounds for Mark, and had a big absence in the second half, but came back and has helped the team down the stretch.
Misses the first free throw. 74-66. Tigers with a 6-0 run over the last 123. Vanderbilt's gone 1 for its last 7 from the field.
Remember, it was 61-60 Mizzou. Vandy got within 1 point, but now the Tigers have stretched it out.
Mitchell makes the free throw. 3-possession game, 29 seconds to play. Edwards in transition. Missed it right side of the basket. Rebound, Gorilla, Missouri. They can dribble out the clock. Mark Byington says no fouls. Missouri led by as many as 17 in the first half, 15 in the second half. The Tigers are going to pick up their second consecutive win in the SEC. Tigers would go to 2-1 with a trip to Florida on Tuesday after a 75-66 win over Vanderbilt. On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Cheer on Mizzou men's basketball with Center for Human Services, your proud accessibility partner. We're excited to provide sensory support at every home game this season. If you or someone you know experiences overstimulation, stop by Guest Services near the team store for a sensory kit including noise-canceling headphones and a sensory item. Together, we're creating a game day experience for everyone. Learn more at chs-mo.org. Center for Human Services, helping individuals across Missouri live life beyond limitations.
It's game time. As Mizzou hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
At MU Healthcare, our sports medicine team knows what it takes to compete because we're competitors too, upping our game day in and day out to be the best doctors for mid-Missouri athletes. Whether that's competing to be one of 11 orthopedic centers of excellence in the country or cheering alongside the Mizzou Tigers as their team physicians, we've got everything athletes need to be and stay at their best. MUHealth.org/sportsmedexperts because we're competitors too.
Oh, did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield, Mizzou basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy, and by IBEW Nika, on time and on budget. That's what you hear from Union Electrical Contractors. This is the Socket Fiber postgame show.
Tigers win it. Missouri picks up a win number 13. Tigers go to 13-3, 2-1 in the SEC as Vanderbilt falls to 13-3 and 1-2 in league play. Socket Fiber's speed breakdown presented by Socket Fiber. Chris Gervino, 30 seconds on your thoughts on the game.
Well, the first half was terrific for Missouri. They led by as many as 17. Were up 9 at halftime. Then they got really stagnant in the second half. Vanderbilt fought hard, fought back, got within 1 point, but then the Commodores committed 2 straight turnovers. And down the stretch, Missouri made free throws. Grill went 3 for 3, Robinson 2 for 2, Mitchell 1 for 2. So you had those up. Tigers 6 of 7 in crunch time at the line. And that really may have been the difference the way this one worked out.
Mark Mitchell with 19 points and 7 rebounds to lead Missouri. 15 points for Anthony Robinson. He also had 8 assists in the game. And for Anthony Robinson, those 8 assists, I think, are a career record. We will career high. We will look to that here in just a second. Yeah, it is a career high for Anthony. His previous was 7. Meanwhile, Josh Gray with a season high 11 rebounds off the bench. So back-to-back games of double-digit rebounds for the big man from Brooklyn. Tigers again got 13 points from Caleb Grill off the bench. 13 points and 5 rebounds. 9 points for Trent Pierce. He had 4 rebounds in the game. 9 points for Bates. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. 5 points for Perkins. 5 points for Marquez Warwick. Gray did not score. Aiden Shaw did not score. Neither did Jacob Cruz in 4 minutes of action. But Missouri, for the third consecutive game, out-rebounds its opponent. 33-29. Missouri out-rebounds Vanderbilt. Led in scoring by Jason Edwards. 20 points off the bench. M.J. Collins with 13, 10 points for Magnon. 3 points for Nickel. McLaughlin finished with 6, 2 points for Huffman, 9 points for Hogard, and 3 points for Jalen Carey. 75-66 the final on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings plus special financing. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Addison's restaurants are great local spots to visit before or after all Mizzou home games. Addison's has 2 locations to choose from in Southwest and downtown Columbia. Addison's features a full bar with over 20 beers on tap, including local brewers, and of course their famous Nachos Bianco. So, before or after the game, stop by Addison's. View the full menu online for both locations at addisonsgrill.com.
When you live in SEC country, you feel it everywhere you go. The traditions and rivalries surround you. As much as you celebrate the game, Regions celebrates your financial wins even more. And like SEC fans, we'll never quit. Because in an SEC world, we're the SEC Bank. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield, Mizzou basketball has been brought to you by Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. Welcome back to the Socket Fiber postgame show.
Great Tiger assist recorded this season. Great Southern Bank makes a $5 donation to the Columbia Public Schools Foundation. Tigers today, 14 assists, $70 donated to the Columbia Public Schools Foundation, courtesy of Great Southern Bank's assisting education program. Anthony Robinson, a career-high 8 assists today, and season-high 11 rebounds for Josh Gray as Missouri improves to 13-0 at home this season, Chris.
Well, I think Anthony Robinson is so vital. I mean, the great news about Missouri is the depth that it has as a team. The players have really filled in, but Robinson has been so critical in these last 2 SEC games at home. LSU and Vanderbilt just got the team started right from the opening tip, and they had great starts both games out.
Joined now by Missouri head coach Dennis Gates on the heels of his team's 13th consecutive win at home, 75-66 the final. Your thoughts on the victory?
Well, I would say this. We played with some resolve. We had some resilience, and we closed the game with some type of fortitude. That's a tough basketball team that we played against. They made it difficult for us, and our guys, what I'm proud about is our guys, back-to-back games, out-rebounded our SEC opponent, in addition to had a good assist-to-turnover ratio, although it was 1-1. And I just thought at the end of the game we did some undisciplined fouling on jump shooters that I thought allowed them opportunities, and we just got to be a little bit better. But I'm proud of our group. Josh Gray, again, coming off the bench with 11 rebounds.
Yeah, season-high 11 rebounds, following up on the 10 that he had the other night against LSU. How about Anthony Robinson with a career-high 8 assists in the game?
Yeah, I thought Ant Robinson allowed the game to come to him. He was great facilitating, but he allowed those missed free throws to get to his head a little bit, and I'm just proud of how he ended up closing the game. He knocked down his last 2, but, at the end of the day, he's our engine, man, and he did a great job.
Well, he got you off to a great start today. Coach, you played almost 34 minutes, most on the team, 15 points, 8 assists, 3 steals, plus-minus of plus 15, best on the team. And how about at the end of the game, those 2 free throws he made? It was a 1-point game. You're up 61-60. You led the whole way. They closed with 1, but down the stretch, he made 6 of 7 free throws. Grill with 3, Ant with 2, and Mark Mitchell 1 of 2. How crucial were those?
Yeah, it was crucial, but again, we held them to 1 rebound. No offensive rebound. We didn't give up that second chance opportunities when we got stops. I thought the zone helped us late in the game, kept us out of rotation, which is what I wanted. And, that's a good ball team. There'll be some teams, and Coach B's group is doing a good job.
Caleb Grill's toughness on display certainly today, wasn't it?
Well, absolutely. He played 27 minutes. The most minutes since his return, made some timely threes, but also rebounded the basketball, as you can see down there at the end, and came away with 2 huge steals.
When you look at it from an offensive standpoint, you get up by 17, kind of similar to 21-point lead against LSU the other night. From your diagnosis, what takes place offensively where your team becomes a little bit stagnant and allows another team to get back into it?
Well, I don't think it's our team. I think this is the SEC, and it's some great coaching and some great players making individual plays. The thing that you got to look at is when our defense stood the test, they ended up getting some untimely, think about the end of the half, some untimely threes that led to their run. And then the second part of it, I thought our guys stopped penetrating inside the three-point line. And, it's a catch-22. We shot 24 threes out of 49 shots. That's half our shots. But I thought some opportunities left us that we could have gotten the paint or even post-fed.
Yeah, the other thing to think about, you led from start to finish.
Wow.
So
it's hard to believe.
In this league.
Yeah, hard to believe.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, MIZ.
ZOU, that's Dennis Gates with Chris Gervino. I'm Mike Kelly. We're back after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Surprise!
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected! Also, you forgot to renew your website domain, and now you're in a bidding war!
You should see the look on your face.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room, and now everything smells weird.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
A message about driving safely from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield. As the parent of an athlete, you've got to give them every advantage possible. And if your child wants to play at the highest level of their sport, they should be training with two people who played at the highest level of theirs. Introducing API Project Fitness and their sports performance program. Certified in training athletes from 5 to 18 plus. API Project Fitness teaches athletes to be more explosive, more mobile, and will teach your athlete how to excel both on and off the field. Find your fire. ProjectFitnessAPI.com.
It's game day, Tigers. Score big with fast check-ins, short security lines, and nonstop flights on American Airlines right here in Columbia. Whether you're traveling for the next big game or a quick getaway, Columbia Regional Airport gets you there easier and without the drive. Take the home court advantage to the skies at flycou.com. Columbia Regional Airport. There sooner, home faster.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show.
75-66 is the final score. Hey, for the best meal deal in town, visit your local Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee. $10 gets you the R-Burger, plus a drink, your choice of fries or tots, $10. Check out their new menu items at Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee. Tigers win today, 75-66. Go to 13-0 at home this season. Pick up win number 13. Missouri now on the road coming up on Tuesday as they'll play in Gainesville. An 8 o'clock Central tip-off against the Florida Gators. Every True Tiger Brands is the official marketing and NIL agency of Mizzou Athletics. You want to make an impact for student-athletes? Visit everytruetiger.org. We're back after this with a final word on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Dear winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show.
Vanderbilt and Missouri similar all season long in terms of scoring points off of turnovers. They each had 19 today off of turnovers. Points in the paint, Missouri 28, Vandy 24. Second chance, 14-12 Missouri. Fast break, 9-6 Missouri. Bench scoring, Vanderbilt 36, Missouri with 18.
Yes, I noticed that, and of course part of that reason is because Pierce started and Gray came off the bench, so Grill really provided the bench scoring for Missouri today. But every win in this league is going to be so precious and so valuable. It is going to be hard to add up victories in the SEC, and Missouri took care of business ahead of a tough test at Florida Tuesday.
Vandy shoots 40% from the field, 44 from three, 80 from the foul line. Missouri 49% from the field, 41% from the three-point line. They made 10 threes in the game. Tigers go 17 of 25 from the free throw line. Missouri led 41-32 at the half. And the teams were even in the second half at 34 apiece. Missouri wins 75-66. Our thanks to Jeremy Washington, our engineer here courtside. Sam Optergrove running the show for us back at the world headquarters of Learfield Incorporated in the city of Jefferson here in the great state of Missouri. A reminder, Missouri on the road coming up on Tuesday at Florida. The Missouri women in action tomorrow afternoon against Florida here at Mizzou Arena in Columbia on Sunday afternoon. For Chris Trevino, I'm Mike Kelly. Again, the final 75-66. Missouri picks up the win. The wrap-up show next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show. Mizzou basketball has been brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Buckle up, sober up, slow down, and put your phones down. Show me zero. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Central Bank Tiger Network.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger Checking Card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
A message about driving safely from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down, slow down, drive sober.
This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
At MU Healthcare, believing anything is possible is how we treat every patient. It's how we find answers to medicine's most difficult questions, like uncovering new ways to help the body fight cancer, renewing hope for epilepsy patients, and stopping muscular dystrophy in its tracks. At MU Healthcare, we won't stop searching for answers, because when it comes to your health, we never settle. Neither should you.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield, this is the Mizzou Wrap-Up Show.
And wrapping up, another home victory for the black and gold as Missouri goes to 2-1 in league play after a 75-66 win over Vanderbilt here today. I'm Matt Michaels. This is the wrap-up show, and joined as always by Tiger assistant David Nutt. And this interview is brought to you by the Laborers of Missouri. Congratulations on the win. A hot start again for your team. Gritty defense throughout the course of the ball game, and at the end, you knew how to finish in front of this great crowd.
Well, we did, and you don't take that for granted, and that's exactly what Coach Gates said in the locker room. Hey, don't take these conference games for granted, because that could have very easily gone the other way. It didn't go as smooth as we would have liked it to have gone in the second half. But nonetheless, we did exactly what we were supposed to do. We survived, and we got a victory. But I tell you, defensively, holding them to 33% in the second half obviously was the difference maker. We really did good on the boards. Josh Gray came in, I think, 11 rebounds tonight, phenomenally. And what do you say about Mark Mitchell? Just an outstanding performance he had tonight. We're really proud of those guys tonight. Caleb Grill came in and had some really clutch baskets. I thought that was really big. But I'm going to tell you, the difference in the game tonight was Dennis Gates, and I'm going to tell you why. Because we had a timeout, and he called a special play to get a back door. And I'm telling you, I think it was a 2-point game, and we get a wide-open 2-point shot. Then he calls the next set to get Caleb Grill to come off a 3-point shot. And guess what? They foul him, and he has 3 free throws. And then he inserts Trent Pierce defensively on the last 2 possessions, and he came up with such big rebounds. So let me tell you, you talk about a coach and what it means to a team. I'm telling you, that was the difference in that game. And I'm just sitting there watching that, and I told him afterwards, I said, Coach, those were phenomenal coaching moves there at the end to help us win this game, because Vanderbilt's, we said this at halftime, they are just as good as anybody on any given night. Welcome to the greatest basketball conference of all time. And Vanderbilt's already have a win on the road. They're just like we are. They're 1-1 in the conference, and I'm telling you, they were feeling their oats in the second half, and we were lucky to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, and your team also offensively was very efficient down the stretch. You were able to get to the foul line enough and hit foul shots down the stretch enough to get the lead back to where it was at halftime at 9 points in the final of this game, but also making 7 of your last 10 shots from the field on sets like you mentioned, a backdoor look or a baseline look for Grill. He makes his layup. He hits the 3 at the other end. Pierce actually missed a 3 that might have buried it a little bit earlier, and then he hustles down and gets a steal at the other end. He runs about 75 feet. Those sorts of plays that might not always show up that way in the stat sheet, but you see them and how you have to finish out a game. They were very important, all of them together.
Great observation. When you talked about that missed basket, and then we chased that ball down at the other end and got a steal, Trent Pierce, you got to credit him for that. But it goes back to halftime. The adjustments were made. The one thing that Coach was harping on was 2 things. One, this game was far from over. And a lot of times when your shots are going and we were scoring the basketball easy, we were up by 17 points. I mean, it's fool's gold sometimes. And so he made the point at halftime that this game is far from over. And we better get with it, and our intensity level better step up, because offensively they were shooting nearly 50% in the first half. And so the adjustment was offensively is to duck your head and drive, because we're already, I think, had 16 or 17 threes. We were on track to have over 32, 33, 34 threes. That's just too many in a game like this, of this nature. And so I thought, and it goes back to what you just said, converting 5 out of the last 7 possessions was crucial for us, and it all went back to really handling the basketball and penetrating and try to create some problems down there for them, and I thought that was big for us.
Anthony Robinson II had another very strong first half, 11 points in the first half. He had 15 in the game, ends up with 8 assists and 3 steals, just 1 turnover, and was a plus 15 to lead your team. The early impact of Ant Robinson in the last 2 games cannot be overstated. How did you see him maintain that over his 33 minutes in this contest and really finish strong, especially from the line where he struggled a bit in the middle of the game?
He was so good. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm telling you, we can't win this game without without Anthony Robinson. All of them, actually, but when you put that ball in your hands as the point guard, that's normally the toughest position on there, toughest position out there, because you're an extension of the head coach, and your head coach. Coach Gates will converse with him more than anybody else because he's the point guard. Mm-hmm. And so now you got a guy that has 8 assists and 1 turnover, and then he has, how many points did he have?
15.
He had 15 points. I'm telling you, he was a difference maker, and he even got a little bit tired, threw the ball away a couple times there at the end. I think he had 1 turnover at the end, but boy, I tell you what, he really had a good night for us. If he'll, just like you said, if he'll continue to do that, because he has really grown from last year to this year. I think people can see the improvement and the development that he's had, that he's having from last year to this year, and he's really been a big difference for us.
You know, Mark Mitchell goes 7 of 11 from the floor in this game, 19 points, 7 of 9 from the foul line. For someone who has to shoot the volume of foul shots that he knows he's going to shoot them, the other team knows he's going to shoot them, to go 7 of 9 from the line in a game like this is vitally important for your team. And by the way, he added 7 rebounds, including a couple of clutch ones down the stretch. He continues to assert himself as the physical force you need down low and downhill in this league.
Well, you said it. You hit it right on the head. When a guy is so physical like that, you know he's going to get to the free throw line. But then it goes back to practice. It goes back to preparation. He shoots a ton of free throws every day because he feels like he's not the best free throw shooter in the world, so he just gets a lot of reps. But guess what? He's 7 out of 9 today. He was so explosive. Did you see the 45 cut early in the first half where he caught that basketball on a cut and so explosive, just jumps out of this gym and tears that rim down. It was just a joy to watch him play. But I'm gonna tell you, he was certainly the most valuable player today.
You know, as you look at these home games and the fact that you've been able to establish yourselves with confidence at home, we look up and down this league and see that protecting the home floor is so vital. What do you think is going to be key as the season goes on, as maybe injuries pile up, as guys go in and out of their minutes, to keep and maintain the sort of performance that you've seen here at home? What do you think you could see going forward that is repeatable throughout the rest of this home schedule?
What I love to hear Coach Gates say, and he talks to his team all the time about, and he'll ask them a question. Tonight he asked a question. Do you think we played our best? And the answer is no. And so we are gradually getting better and better and better. And it goes back to practices, how we organize practices, how we attack a practice plan and the intensity level. Listen, your practice floor is your office. You've got to have smoke coming out of your nose when you hit this floor. So, therefore, our film work starts at a precise time every day. And our 18 players are seated in their seats right in front of the TV. And every time Coach comes in, he sees these guys prepped and ready to go. And that is a carryover. I think we'll just get better and better. But the thing that we enjoy, and I think our players could tell you, is that every time you step in here, there's not a seat open. I mean, it's sold out, and that's a beautiful thing. And we didn't, other than the end of the score, the second half obviously didn't look as pretty as we wanted to. But let me tell you something, we won the game, and it's a beautiful sight.
Yeah, it is always a beautiful sight to get an SEC win, and another great test in this league coming up on Tuesday. The Florida Gators have defended their home floor as well. It's that we're all we have mentality, I guess, is what you take on the road, and take some of the good things that you've had in these last 2 games and keep them going.
Well, you're exactly right. And the good thing about our team is that we have depth. It may not have been your night tonight. Maybe you only look at Aiden Shaw. Aiden Shaw is a valuable part of our team, and he didn't play a whole lot tonight. Hey, that's just the way it goes. The next night could be very well his game, his night, and so that's a good thing for us. But we've got to make sure that we're continuing to rebound the basketball. I thought that was a big point for us. So blocking out and rebounding the basketball was big for us. But, hey, no game's going to be easy. You're, like I said before, not to be redundant, but hey, you're in the best conference in America, and every night out you can win or you can lose. And so you better be ready.
Yeah, it's been a joy to see the victories here at home. A couple of them in the league over these past couple of games, including 75-66 over Vanderbilt here today. Tiger assistant David Nutt, we appreciate the time as always here on the wrap-up show. Congrats, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Great. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
That is Tiger assistant David Nutt. I'm Matt Michaels. We'll return to the wrap-up show looking inside this box score of a 9-point Missouri win here on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger checking card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
A message about driving safely from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
Hoffman loses the ball, picked up by Grill. 3-on-2 break, Grill middle, right side Robinson, back to Grill, hands it to Gray, reverse layup, rims out, tip, controlled by Robinson on the left block. Top of the key, Pierce, open three, bang, and Missouri takes a 39-22 lead.
Yeah, 17-point edge. Missouri had that early. It got whittled back down to 9 at the break. Vanderbilt pulled it to within 1 in the second half, but they never pulled ahead. Missouri led this one wire to wire and never trailed in a 75-66 win over Vanderbilt here at home. Tiger fans, Mizzou Athletics would like to thank premier partners MU Healthcare and Shelter Insurance. And a reminder that Central Bank is your hometown bank. It is the only place for Tiger Checking. Open an account today at tigerchecking.com. Well, some of the line scores that stand out in this one, we talked a bit about Mark Mitchell, 19 points on 6 of 11 shooting, 7 of 9 from the foul stripe. And that was a number that at one point for Missouri in the second half was under 60% foul shooting, and you wondered if that would cost them the game. It did not in the end. Mitchell, by the way, adding his 7 rebounds, 2 of them on the offensive glass. He had an assist, only turned it over once and got credited with a block in his 29 minutes. He was a plus 13. Out of the Missouri starting 5, Mitchell was a plus 13. Tony Perkins only played 12 minutes in the game. He was somewhat questionable to play. He was listed on the report last night, so he only played his 12 minutes and was a plus 4. Trent Pierce was a plus 14 inserted in the starting lineup, plus 12 for Tamar Bates. Pierce and Bates, by the way, both with 9 points in the contest and hit a couple of threes each. And Anthony Robinson led his team as a plus 15 with 15 points. 5 of 9 from the foul line, which isn't his usual, but he did hit some clutch ones down the stretch, and 8 assists for Robinson. Added a rebound, added 3 steals. He was a 5-category player tonight as Missouri gets the victory 75-66. And Caleb Grill off the bench was really, really clutch in this game. 13 points in the contest, 11 of them coming in the second half. Grill played 27 minutes in the game. 14 of those minutes were in the second half, so pretty evenly distributed. But he added 5 rebounds, including a big rebound down the stretch to help Missouri maintain its lead in the closing stages. Had a couple of steals and no turnovers in the game for Caleb Grill, who looks to be once again inserting himself and asserting himself back into the lineup. He was 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. They didn't always fall, but they fell at the big times for Caleb Grill as the Tiger senior helping his team to the 9-point victory here in this one. This is a stat that was quite interesting in the ball game. Vanderbilt coming into this contest, according to Ken Pomeroy's ratings, made 59.1% of their 2-point shots. That's good for 12th in the country coming in terms of 2-point field goal percentage. Part of that is because their star, number 99, Devin McLaughlin, can score it from inside or out. McLaughlin held to just 6 points on 3 of 6 shooting in this game, and Vanderbilt as a team held to just 38% shooting from within the 3-point arc. So you took a team that was top 15 in the country, and if you look at the national ratings game to game for the season, if you shoot 38% on your 2-point shots, you're near the very bottom of Division I. Missouri had something to do with that as they were strong down low. Vanderbilt on the final box here, credited with just 8 of 21 layups made. And 9 offensive rebounds, leading to only 12 second-chance points for the visitors. Those are the sorts of stats that you need to win to get road victories in this league. Vanderbilt did not win that statistic, and Missouri got the win 75-66. Missouri also scoring on 53% of its trips in this game. Vanderbilt only scoring on 46% of its trips, and the Commodores turned it over 14 times in the contest. That's at a 22% clip coming into play tonight. Vanderbilt had only a 14% turnover percentage. That's top 10 in the nation. And Missouri was able to disrupt, especially early on. The Tigers really had a dream start. They led 14-5 at the under 16, and that 9-point lead was maintained to the finish with some ups and downs along the way. Missouri gets the dub, 75-66 over Vanderbilt. The Tigers now advance to 2-1 in SEC competition. Take another time out here on the wrap-up show, take you across the rest of men's basketball in the Southeastern Conference, and it gets just better and better with every single game. We'll take you through what's going on and what's already happened as the wrap-up show continues on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Dear winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
From the creators of Beatbox and Peachtree Catering, check out Belly Market and Rotisserie. Enjoy lunch Monday through Saturday from 10 to 2, featuring artisanal sandwiches, soups, and rotisserie chicken platters. Or stop by for dinner Wednesday through Saturday from 4 to 9 for craft cocktails, small plates, and handsome faces. And don't forget their Saturday brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and the strongest mimosas in town. Belly Market and Rotisserie. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Eat Belly Market.
At MediaCom, we believe no matter where you live or work, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we're one of the first in the nation to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve. Why we invest billions of dollars into our network. And it's why you can always count on MediaCom to deliver 99.99% network reliability. The fact is, it doesn't matter where you are. With MediaCom, you're always moving forward. Network reliability based on the 2022 MediaCom Executive Summary Outage Exception Report.
Right wing inside the arc. Bates posting it against Edwards. 6'6" Bates double team. Bounce it outside Robinson. Reverse it to Grill. Deep three. Left wing. Bang!
Now, Caleb Grill hit a couple of big three-pointers in the contest, a contested triple, and ended a 4-minute drought for Missouri and pushed the lead back in the second half to 52-46 with 11:52 to play. In fact, from that three-pointer that Grill made, the Tigers shot 7 of 10 down the stretch on the route to their 9-point victory over Vanderbilt here in this one. And Grill, as you heard Coach David Dickey not mention in our wrap-up show earlier, got a deep lob on the baseline to get an easy lay-in for a 68-63 lead with 2:20 to play. Then the very next trip down, after Warwick was able to make 3 foul shots, Grill got fouled on a 3 attempt, made 3 of his own. He also made another key triple late in the game, and the Tigers get the win in thanks to Caleb Grill and others, 75-66 here tonight. We're going through the wrap-up show. I'm Matt Michaels, and across men's college hoops in the Southeastern Conference, these games are all vitally, vitally important. The ones you play now are worth every bit as much as the ones that you play later on in the season, and if you're at home, you better defend your home floor. Unfortunately for the South Carolina Gamecocks, they found that out the hard way. You know, the Gamecocks led that number one possibly ranked Auburn team by as many as 9 in the first half and led by 6 at the break. They did not lead at the end of the game as Auburn escaped Colonial Life Arena with a 66-63 victory, despite the fact that Carolina got 26 points from Colin Murray Boyles. They fall at home. That is an opportunity missed, as South Carolina is the first team in the SEC to 0-3 in conference play. There's a game going on right now in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and 8th-ranked Florida, Missouri's next opponent, has the lead with 3:11 left to play. 64-55 leaders over Arkansas. Arkansas looking to avoid going to 0-3 in SEC play, and you do not want to be far behind the pack as this thing really gets rolling. Other games in action right now. With about 12 minutes to play in the first half, Tennessee is at Texas, and right now it is a rock fight. Texas leads 9-8 with so much left to play against the number one team in the nation for now, the Tennessee Volunteers. Even after their loss last week, there's some people still voting them number one. Oklahoma's on the road at Georgia. Georgia, just in the midweek, came off of a big win over Kentucky, and they lead 17th-ranked Oklahoma, 17-10 at Stegman Coliseum. Still a lot of time to play at about the under-12 timeout of the first half. There's 9.5 minutes to play in the first at Ole Miss, and the 23rd-ranked team in the country is getting an early test from LSU. LSU looking to avoid dropping to 0-3 and leading 15-10 about midway through the first quarter in that game at Oxford. A game that will tip off at 7 tonight. 5th-ranked Alabama at 10th-ranked Texas A&M at Reed Arena. Both those teams 2-0 in league play. Both teams looking to avoid their third loss of the campaign. And 6th-ranked Kentucky is at 14th-ranked Mississippi State. How about that? It's kind of like the B matchup compared to Alabama and Texas A&M, if you could believe it. Both those teams really good. State looking to stay unbeaten in SEC play. Kentucky looking to advance to 2-1 if they can get a win. And that is what's happening in a wild and woolly Southeastern Conference, in which the only game that did not feature a ranked squad was this one. And it was played out like a game between a couple of ranked teams, to be honest with you. A really good basketball game. Missouri outscoring Vanderbilt by 9 in the first half. They play them even in the second, and they get the dub, 75-66. We'll take another time out here on the wrap-up show, take you across the rest of the men's top 25 action on this busy, busy Saturday as we roll along through this 24-25 men's hoop season. Again, the Tigers win by 9 today, and we'll be back to wrap things up on the wrap-up show after this. This is the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
What put you in such a good mood?
Well, you know how competitive the couple next door is?
Yeah?
Well, he saw our flooring installers pull away yesterday and started bragging about their new floors. Get this, they chose laminate flooring instead of wood. He said they saved a bundle. I just smiled. It's a false savings. They're going to have to replace those floors in 7 to 10 years. Our wood floors will last a lifetime, and when we sell our house, we'll get more and sell faster.
ChooseWood.com.
At MU Healthcare, our sports medicine team knows what it takes to compete because we're competitors too. Upping our game day in and day out to be the best doctors for Mid-Missouri athletes. Whether that's competing to be one of 11 orthopedic centers of excellence in the country or cheering alongside the Mizzou Tigers as their team physicians, we've got everything athletes need to be and stay at their best. MUHealth.org/sportsmedexperts. Because we're competitors too.
Hogard in transition, knocked away, picked up by Grill, throws ahead to Bates. Bates to the rim, slams it, the tomahawk over Edwards. 63-60, less than 5 to play.
And that helped Missouri go on the run to finish with a 9-point edge as the Tigers finished strong. Vanderbilt did not finish nearly as strong in this one. They were 0 of their last 5 from the field and 1 of their last 8. A 2-minute and 11-second scoring drought to end the game. And Missouri gets the dub at home, 75-66. I'm Matt Michaels. One more go-around across men's top 25 basketball here on the wrap-up show. And it is a busy, busy day indeed with a few results already in the bag. And they're not all from the SEC. Math says they can't be. How about games in action right now as 12th-ranked Houston is on the road at the Octagon of Doom at Kansas State. Man, some fans at EMAW are having some attitude these days as Houston leads at 7:14 to play in the first half, 30-19 over Kansas State. That is at the under 8 timeout. Other games that are completed in the top 25. 4th-ranked Duke, no problem at Cameron over Notre Dame, 86-78. Mr. Flagg for Duke, you've heard his name. He might be an All-American at the end of the season. He scored 42, did Cooper Flagg, with 6 rebounds and 7 assists in Duke's 14th win of the season. They're now 6-0 in the ACC. An upset at State Farm Center in Champaign as USC, that new Big Ten team, gets the victory over 13th-ranked Illinois, putting the Illini in some pain. 82-72 as Claude for the USC Trojans scores 31 on the road. Illinois without their star freshman today, it appeared, due to injury. Actually, we'll have to double-check that, to be honest with you. But USC does get the win, 82-72, as the Illini fall to 4-2 in league play and 12-4 overall. A final in overtime in Lubbock as 3rd-ranked Iowa State survives at Texas Tech and snatches a road victory 85-84 as Jones for the Cyclones scores 26 in victory. Iowa State is 14-1 and 4-0 in the Big 12. 9th-ranked UConn on the road at Georgetown. No problem in D.C., winning 68-60 as Caravan for Connecticut scores 19 with 6 rebounds to lead the Huskies to a 13-4 record, 5-1 in the Big East. 11th-ranked Kansas won their rock fight at Cincinnati. How about this score? 54-40. The Jayhawks win as Dickinson won for 14 and 12, a double-double for Kansas. They're now 3-1 in the Big 12 and 12-3 overall. And 19th-ranked Memphis continues to bolster their resume. They're now 13-3 overall, 3-0 in the American Conference as they beat the visitors from East Carolina 74-70 as Haggerty for Memphis scores 25 in victory. And again, it's going to be difficult for anybody to win at Memphis over the balance of this season. Just ask the Missouri Tigers. Missouri Tigers got the job done here at home today. They're still spotless here on Norm Stewart Court. Mr. Stewart was in the building today to watch the 75-66 win. 19 points for Mark Mitchell to lead all Missouri scorers on 6 of 11 shooting, 7 of 9 from the foul line. Anthony Robinson II with 15 points. 5 of 9 from the foul line, but he was spotless from the field, also added 8 assists on the game. Caleb Grill leading all bench scores and third amongst all Missouri scores as Grill gets 13 points, 11 of them in the second half. He was clutch, also adding 5 rebounds and a couple of steals, and did not turn the ball over with an assist. Also 9 points each for Tamar Bates and Trent Pierce, both of them hitting a pair of 3-pointers apiece, both of them pulling down, well, in Bates' case, 3 rebounds, and Pierce had 3 on the defensive side and 1 on the offensive side as well. Just a very balanced effort for Missouri, whose starters were all positive in the plus-minus, and they get the victory here today, 75-66. So the next time you'll hear Mizzou men's basketball across the Central Bank Tiger Network is coming up on Tuesday night. A little bit of late-night action, especially if you were on the East Coast listening, as Missouri takes on the Florida Gators at the Old O-Dome. We'll have pregame coverage at 7:30 with our Shelter Insurance pregame show right then. For select stations across the Central Bank Tiger Network, you can hear Missouri play Florida, well, a little bit earlier than that. It'll be tomorrow as Missouri's women host Florida here at Mizzou Arena. That's a 1:45 p.m. pregame start again on select Central Bank Tiger Network stations. The next time you'll hear from us on the wrap-up show is next Saturday, and it should be a fun one, another edition of the Battle Line Rivalry presented by Shelter Insurance. This one on the basketball floor as Mizzou will entertain Arkansas. That pregame coverage comes your way at 4:30, and we're looking very forward to that game. And another full house, we would hope, here at Mizzou Arena. Thanks very much to everybody who made the broadcast possible today, including Sam Updegrove, doing great work at Learfield World Headquarters in Jefferson City. Thanks as well to Jeremy Washington here courtside. A big thanks to Tiger assistant David Dickey Nutt for joining us here on the wrap-up show. For all of them, I'm Matt Michaels. One more time, the final score. Missouri defeats Vanderbilt as the Tigers win 75-66. Thanks for listening once again. Enjoy your weekend. This is the wrap-up show on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Mizzou Wrap-Up Show. The preceding has been a